too crazy with it, squirrely boy. That little squirrel was crazy just now. He were being very squirrely. There's a possum that lives around here, and I think it's a she. I'm pretty sure I saw babies on her the last time. Walks across the top of our fence at night. She's big too, big old possum. I love possums though. I think they're ugly, but they're very sweet little animals. They're very cute. They actually have a cute little face if you look at it. Everybody loves a little possum, you know. It's the way it works. Morning, Zeke. How's it hanging, player? Hopefully well. Hello, howdy, good morning. Like I said, it's been taking YouTube longer to get people out, you know, like notifications and stuff. Man, my siblings are coping hard about the debate. I think anybody that had a dog in that race is coping. Oh, doing a remodel, Zeke? Dope, bro. Dope, dope, dope. I mean, I know that fucking, it's gonna be a pain in the ass while it's going on, but it'll be worth it when you're done, man. That's cool. Who's the replacement gonna be? Hillary Clinton. That's my call. I think she's been positioning herself for a while. And I think they're gonna make the same mistake they made in 2016 and they're gonna put Hillary Clinton up. Super pain, yeah. Seen a few comments on Bosch video with some likes saying DFF and Paul's ego were right. I mean, good, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, what's he gonna say? Gavin Newsom. His name's gonna be in the conversation that people are gonna have about this, but I think Scotty made an excellent point last night when I brought up Newsom being a possible replacement. Newsom's got his eyes squarely on 2028. The fact that even CNN was calling Biden showing a disappointment is pretty damning. Watching Kamala coping in her Anderson Cooper interview was painful. She did an interview with, they had her out there sweeping up. She did an interview with Rachel Maddow, too. I watched the first 5 minutes of that last night. Bro, unbelievable. It's not going to be Harris. They know that Harris can't win. It's going to be Hillary Clinton. If they replace Biden, it'll be Hillary, 100%. You heard it here first. Pretty sure that bridge is burnt. Nah. Jon Stewart, not going to happen. That's just cope. Jon Stewart has not made any overtures towards running for fucking office, especially not presidential office. Not going to happen, guys. The DNC doesn't want a person that's a critic of the DNC in there. They don't want to change. They want to stay exactly the same mummy organization. And Jon Stewart would never let that happen. I don't think Gavin Newsom would let that happen, and so they are not on the docket. But there is one person on the docket, right? Who has showed that she is willing to carry that DNC water till the end. There is one person on the docket that has that on their resume, right? It's a name we all know. It's a name we don't want to hear. Honestly, I'm making sure my passport is ready. Not trying to be like Vish. Oh, look it out for me and my Mexican wife. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. But just know that like everybody says this and nobody does it. So get your passport ready if you do have to bolt or whatever. But I'm not bolting, man. I'm staying. I'm staying. There's work that needs done here, and if my voice can help that work along, I'm gonna do it. They can come try and burn me out, and come take me away if they want. They got that power. But as far as getting me to fucking throw in my chips, nope. I got shit to do. I got plans. There are things I'd like to see happen before I die. Just want to hear your take on the debate disaster as a European. I mean, it was an absolute disaster. It was a disaster in every shape and form, right? If it was a disaster for anybody who was hoping that Biden could eke out a victory, it was a disaster for our country, and in terms of our international image. Like, America was cheapened and weakened last night by having those two old men argue about golf in front of the American people that are starving. There is a commensurate amount of cope and screaming and gnashing and wailing of teeth, or not gnashing, wailing, weeping, and gnashing of teeth going on the left, right? There's a lot of it because people like thought they were just going to cruise by with a Joe Biden. So that's what it is. That's where I'm at. There are leftists like me that have been screaming from the rooftops that Joe Biden was a bad idea since before the 2020 election, and we have been shit on. I mean, easy dunks fumbled. Easy, simple dunks. It's left on the table. Awful. Awful. You're a convicted felon. Your son is a convicted felon. I mean, he got wrecked. He just got like publicly booty spanked. It is the most egregious debate performance in the history of America. The most disastrous debate performance in the history of America. He was gone. He was fully gone. And there were any number of opportunities for Biden, had he a brain in his head, to step in and fucking take a point or two, but he didn't take it. He didn't take one. He took every L and held it. Every L. Every single L. I don't even want to talk about this anymore, man. This is fucking depressing. Unbelievably depressing. Just off the top. Just off rip. I watched the whole thing with my conservative dad, and we both just wanted Jill to lead him off stage right after it started. Yeah, duh. That's why I'm leaving. Hey, you do what you gotta do. Let's go back to trans rights. Yeah, dude, Paul's chat says trans rights. That is true. The poltergeist chat says trans rights over and over again. They do. They constantly say it. They trumpet it from the rooftops. They can't stop themselves from saying it. Cheers, man. Sorry to bring it down. No, it's cool. I just talked about it all night last night. I did a big show about it. And the show's blowing up. It's getting a lot of views, a lot of mobility and stuff. So that's good. But, man, dude. Paul, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. The Palestinian genocide cemented how shit the DNC was for me, but last night was the icing on the cake. If I had money to donate, I would. Don't worry about it, cummy nipples. It's cool. I understand. I'm just glad that some people are finally fucking waking up. It's a little late, but some people are finally coming around and saying that this is not working. This DNC support, this cyclical DNC support, sight unseen, no matter what they put out and do, has done nothing but cheapen our vote. Cheapen our power in this fucking country. Closer to getting your new place? No, unfortunately. Still looking. There's just nothing available right now. I mean, it's a really bad time to try and look for a house. The area that I'm going has a lot of people that want to come and stay for the summer. And, you know, I'm looking, you know, here in the summer. So it's pretty tough. Pretty tough. Future of socialism in America. Yeah. But, you know, we'll get it. I'm doing it right. You know, I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to do something rash. I'm going to do it right. Wait until I got a good place, and then we're gone, man. But I'm not leaving the States. I'm not leaving this. I'm not even leaving the state. I'll be in California still. I will remain a California person. Queso knockoff. Dude, Queso is like, we figured this out. He's young enough to be my fucking son. If there's a knockoff here, it's got to be him. It's got to be Queso. That fucking debate, bro. Trust me, I know. I'm aware. I don't think anybody can ignore it. It was a shit show. Tragic, epic proportions. $8.26. Nice stream. Nice stream. Nice stream. Nice dream. Nice dream. Oh, there's wildfires everywhere going on right now, dude. The mountains are all ablaze all around me. The air is shit. Smoke is fucking crazy. The pollen is off the charts. My allergies are fucking crazy. I don't know, man. What do you want me? What do you want me to say? You should be the one running for president, not Biden. Yeah, okay. Dude, the chances of me getting anywhere, even in local politics, are zero, bro. The shit that I've done online precludes me. I don't think it should, but I've said some wild shit. I've done some wild shit in my career, bro. I got my ass beaten 8 ways from Sunday by a dominatrix on a fucking game show back in 2018. My guy. I've done a little too much. I've said a bit too much, and I really have no aspirations for leadership. I don't think I'd be a good leader. So even running like for a local office would be a no-go for me, let alone a fucking national office. So I'm not even American, and I know it'd never happen, but I'd love to see Jon Stewart run. Yeah, well, a lot of people would, but I don't think he's going to do it. Not as a Democrat, and if he runs third party, I mean, we know that third parties are cucked in this country. Why is that? Nobody votes for them. Why is that? Because they're ineffectual. Why is that? Because nobody votes for them. Etc. Yeah, I've listened to Houdini by Eminem. I'm not impressed. I think Eminem fell off a few years ago. I think he's still a pretty technically good rapper, but I don't feel his shit anymore. If that's what you need to hear to stop asking me about Eminem, I'm happy to be the first one to say it. Eminem fell off a cliff. Eminem is kind of cringe now, and I wish Eminem would just go ahead and retire and be a producer for the rest of his life. I think that would be better. How's that? Are we good about that? Are we good on Eminem's new song that I get asked about 3 times a show? I know I'm done with it. Big Dog Revolver. Howdy, bud. Scrub Jays are so loud. Letting out the squawks. Did you see the footage of both of them leaving the stage last night? Shocking. No, I didn't. I didn't hang around long enough. Yeah, I'd have to roll myself up a joint. Should I do it? One's in the chat if I should do it. One's in the chat if it's time for a joint and some coffee. 2's in the chat if it's time to chill. I'll bring it out here. It looks like the ones are gonna fucking win. As usual, the ones always win. I'm gonna go and roll a joint. I'm gonna go grab my stuff. I'll be back. I gotta get a cup of coffee too. So give me like 2 minutes. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be back. Don't fucking go anywhere. Do 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 do. All right. think we got everything we need. We got coffee, we got weed, we got cone. We got some North Cali sun-grown purple punch cannabis. Purple punch. That is gonna be an indica dominant. That's beautiful. I love it. That's mellow as fuck. Let's do it. Hi, boss. I'm from Zambia. Let's see if the purple punch looks good, though. These are outdoor buds for the show. Ooh, son. Now that's a pretty little bud there. That's a pretty little bud there. We're about to break that up right now with our fingers. About to put that down in that grinder. About to load it up. Oh, it's frosty too. That's a nice little bud right there. I ain't even going front. That's a nice bud. That's a big fat bud. We gotta get this off of this big old fucking tree stem it's on for show. A lot of people cough when they roll their own joints because they just throw a whole ass fucking nug like this in. Grind up all that stem material. You won't be smoking on that. You want the flower. You don't want the stem. But you gotta be deliberate about it. You gotta pick that stem pretty clean, man. You gotta get it done. Paul got good energy. That is true. That is true. Yeah. See, look at that. I'm not even done yet. Look at that. That's how you pick a bud right there. You see, we're getting on that stem. Getting on that stem out. I think I'm gonna put the rest of this back, honestly. I don't think I need to pick the rest of that. I think that's gonna be enough for a J right there. I think that's gonna be plenty. Won't put that away. Got my push trees grinder. Push trees, always. Got my magnetic push trees grinder. About to get funky. I just shit my britches. Some beautiful green tobacco you got there, yeah. Legal tobacco. Yeah, it's time to roll up a big baguette. But if she were to see my baguette, then she may be tempted to come over to the French side. But if she were to see my baguette, they may be tempted to come over to the French side. My baguette. Mon baguette. I like this guy. You're chill as fuck. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I try to keep it that way, honestly. I'm not always chill. I won't lie to you. I won't front. I get a little wacky sometimes, but for the most part, I'm looking to chill. For real. I'm off a beam for real. I don't like spliffs, nah. It's just a waste of smoking time, really. I could smoke a cigarette and a joint. And the time it takes me to roll and smoke a spliff, and I get the same benefit. A lot of people like a spliff because it mellows out the weed, makes it an easier smoke. And I can feel that. I've had a few spliffs in my time. I don't think they're unlovable. There's something to like about a spliff, but it's just not my preferred way, man. I like weed. You're dope, bro. Thanks, homie. You're pretty fucking dope, too, if I might say so myself. I'm a pipe smoker. Yeah, pipes are good. I like a good pipe. I spent a lot of years just really just like nothing but pipe. There's nothing wrong with that. But I gotta tell you, as I'm an old man, I just enjoy the joint too much, man. To be frank with you. All this wild, wacky weed shit you kids are doing, I like it. You know, the infused shit, dipping everything in wax, just rolling it in keef, and the moon rocks and all that shit. I like all that shit, bro. I'm not gonna front. But, this is what I prefer, man. Just a good old fucking joint. Just a good old fucking jable. Rolled to perfection, or at least in this case, I'm stuffing a cone, so stuffed to perfection. You gotta know what you're doing with the cones. A lot of people bitch about cones. Oh, they're not as good as rolling up. Well, I mean, to be quite frank, they're not supposed to be. All right. That's a winner. That's a winner chicken dinner right there. That's a fucking beautiful J. I'm gonna go 1.5 grams on this J. We didn't roll no fuck around J. That's for sure. What do you think? I'm gonna go 1.5 grams on that. That's a fatty. It's a fatty. This is what we do in California. This is how we live. This is my day-to-day. That's smooth. Ooh. That's some strong shit. That's some good shit, though. Yes. Yes. Yush. Coffee and weed. Never has there been a more perfect pairing in the morning. Plus, we got wonderful, wonderful fucking fart of humanity going on. What would a morning be without somebody having their lawn trimmed? Right next to me. I don't play horror games. The leaf blower's a nice touch. I know, dude. The ambiance, right? I have misophonia. I don't talk about it much, but certain noises that are pretty common and ubiquitous in the world will cause me to have panic attacks and shit. Like, I will get fucked up. And this is one of the ones that I've had to learn to live with being around here. Like that loud ass fucking shit. It hits me like a ton of bricks, bro. I just want to go, I just want to enforce quiet, you know? Which, you know, the answer is be quit doing this, go back inside where I can't hear this shit, or at least can't hear most of it. But I want to do that every time somebody's got a leaf blower out, you know? Yeah, I watched the debate last night. I did a live reaction with me and my co-hosts. It was a pretty big stream for us. I have a neighbor who revs his Harley every other morning and drives me crazy. I just want to get out away from people, man. I want to be out away from this noise and this bullshit. Like the every day my morning is punctuated with somebody fucking mowing their lawn thing is so old. And it's just so unnecessary what it's being used for right now. That is a leaf blower that's being blown. There are no leaves on the ground right now, so that's just laziness. Just somebody that doesn't want to take maybe 5 extra minutes and just sweep up an area. You flamed Vosh? Yeah, I did. He deserved a flame. Love your luscious locks. Everybody loves my hair, man. My hair gets more fucking comments than anything I ever say. I think I could probably just stay here and go like, check out the lovely locks, and people would probably still watch. That's kind of a sad thing for me. I thought you clapped Vosh cheeks back in October. I mean, yeah, I kind of did too. I clapped him again last night. Good though. Tell the aliens to abduct the leaf blower. I mean, I don't have a line to the aliens, do you? I don't have a direct line to these alien motherfuckers. I don't know what they're up to. If I did, I'd definitely let you know. You at, you little fucks. Been buzzing around my head all day. Come get it now. Let's see what you got. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. What do you got? Oh, yeah. Oh, you can be on my face? Oh, okay. All right, come on down. That fly said, bring it. Oh, I will bring it. Land somewhere nearby. Double dog dare you. Land on me. Again, let's see what happens. See what's what. He was taunting me. Almost lost his life for it, too. Almost swatted his little slow ass right out of the fucking sky with that shit. I hit a double kill out of the air. All right. The other day, live on stream, while I was rapping. Them flies be petty. They do, dude. Petty as hell. All up in my face. All up in my grill. Landing on my head. Look, there's one on my fucking head right now. Watch this. Oh, come on. Land again. Fuck. Here we go. Just land, fucker. I'm ready to zap that ass, bro. I'm ready to go. It's gonna get crazy up in here. I'm ready. Keep up the bullshit. That fly has Vosh's face on it. It's like, my dude. Material conditions for a revolution are not ready, my guy. I'm like, fuck you. My dude. Simple utilitarian calculus, my guy. It's like, oh, no, man, no. You need an assault gun, those things. Oh, I have one. It's just broken. I bought one a few years ago, and I killed hundreds of flies with it, hundreds. And then I left it outdoors last winter, and it got all seized up, and now it won't work. The pump mechanism is broke on it. The odds, Vosh will admit you're right, 0.0. Admitting I was right would have to admit that he was wrong, and Vosh can't do that. Vosh is never wrong. His audience can't handle him being incorrect. Vote for the fascists to save the fascists, my guy. Fucker, come here. I got your fucking vote right here. I got it. Got it happening. Snip, snap. Knick, knack, paddywhack. Vosh needs to do more than admit. He needs to literally kiss the ring. Yeah, he does. That's true. The uber leftist. The true leftist. Baby. Oh, there's coffee in there, by the way. Fresh.
I'll get some here in a minute, baby.
Fresh, hot, and I actually did a good job today.
Yeah.
I made good coffee. You're going to be happy with that coffee. Paul, is Cody be in the show tonight? No, I've checked my shit, and Cody has not reached out. I don't blame him. I didn't reach out to him. I did tell people to go tell him to reach out to me. He did not, so I don't think, unless he reached out to Scotty. I don't know who the secret guests are tonight. But, yeah. What does your wife do for work? My wife helps my business. So she is the person that, if you've been helped on the Patreon, she's more than likely the one who did it. If you had a question answered, she's more than likely the one who did it. If you watched one of our streams in the last couple of years, she's the one who posted it and named it. She handles a lot of back-end stuff. If you follow our social media, she's the one that posts to that. Amelia kind of handles a lot of back-end stuff for my business. And does a fantastic job at it, too. She's the unsung hero. Show starts at 5. What time does the Tajantlet start today? I want to say
normal Onion Nuggets time.
So 2 p.m.
2 Pacific, 5 Eastern.
Yeah, 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. We're going to do the first hour of it free like we usually do for the plebs.
It just makes more sense because you guys were like clipping the first hour anyways. So
let's put it out that way and we can re-upload it to the Onion Nuggets channel maybe. I think we need to start doing some of that. Maybe even cross-pollinating. Like, pull some Onion Nuggets videos and put them up on D-Pat Fried. I don't know if that would be a waste. Woof. Yeah. People forget I'm on the Westie. I'm on the Westie Bestie. That's okay. People forget about the West Coast, but they can't fucking live without the West Coast. Coughing my lungs up like that, bro. That was just such a weak little fucking cough. That fly is back. This motherfucker. Oh, come back. Like those like dry ass weed coughs are such fucking. Like last night, I hit a blinker on this fucking stupid thing because I was drunk and people told me to do it, and that cough was worrying. But like me just like taking a hit and having a little cough, dude, that's just weed, man. That's just weed. That's the new Vosh cope going forward. No, he meant vacation in Canada. Bro, I don't know. That's the thing is like, I can't really call what the cope is going to be. I have my ideas. I think it's going to be CNN is Trump aligned. CNN did Biden dirty and made him look bad.
The rules were actually in Trump's favor.
Yeah, the rules favored Trump, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be that for sure. But as far as everything else, I don't know. See, that's the thing is like, I don't ever have to come up with cope for my positions. Because if I'm wrong about something, I just say, fuck, man, I was dead ass wrong about that. Whoops. Last night you mentioned Vosh got caught with something horse related. I don't keep up with him. Did something happen recently? Yeah, a couple months ago, he accidentally opened a folder that had a bunch of lolly porn and a bunch of horse cock in it. And then it was only on the screen for a second, but people, of course, went back and found it and found the origins of all the images he had. And it was a giant folder, and we could only see 5 or 6 pictures. And like, the implication is he's probably got a fucking hard drive filled with lolicon shit. And people got all moralistic about it, started fucking like trying to take down Vosh over that. And, you know, I just don't think that's the route to a takedown. Like, to be frank with you, what a person goons to is like one of the last things I give a fuck about. I think his dangerous and backwards fucking political prescriptions are way more fucking detrimental than, you know, him looking at fucking degenerate drawn Japanese anime porn. But the rest of the world didn't think that. The rest of the world moved to try and cancel Vosh, and now he doesn't do debates anymore because he doesn't ever want to have to own up to the things that he's done. He doesn't want to do what he's done to other people, which is pull up their past and excoriate them. He doesn't want to have to go through that. So he's in a fortress arc now where he doesn't debate anybody. You know, kind of like conveniently landed right at the time when all of his political prescriptions are falling apart in real time in front of everybody's fucking head. Like, everybody's got 2 eyes on it now. There's nobody doing any different. Like, it's 100% undeniable. So, I don't know, man. Paul, given your allyship with trans and minorities, how do you reconcile the fact that if Biden lost, Trump will be harsh on them? Biden has been harsh on them. Biden has done nothing to codify their rights. He's done nothing to stem the tide of racist, segregationist fucking legislation, anti-trans legislation. He's done nothing for them but hang up a fucking rainbow flag out in front of the White House on the beginning of Pride Month. That's all he did.
He let the trans people back into the military.
Right. Yeah, he let trans people back into the military so they can die for fucking Richmond's profits. He's no friend to trans people. You know, I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not advocating for Trump to win. I just refuse to vote for Joe Biden as an alternative. Why are you talking about Vosh so much? It's so boring. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I explained this to people last night. I know people are bored with it. I don't like having to bring it up, but the guy's got 10 times the viewership I do. There are 10 times as many young leftists listening to this fucking guy than listen to me. And he's led them down a fucking terrible primrose path. They all look stupid now. They're all coping. And I don't want that for young leftists. I want young leftists to be vibrant and gassed up. You know, I want them to be out there knowing the truth about what their power is, that they could change the face of the fucking world. I don't want them thrown into the gears of the fucking machine to be turned into me and my parents. Disaffected, hard done by, jaded as fuck. I see it happening. I see it happening to his audience. So that's why I bring it up so much, Brianna, to be frank with you. People will call it VDS, but what I see is 10,000 young leftists just having their brains filled with cope and bullshit every fucking day. Yeah, he had 12,000 people watching him last night, Brianna. 12,000.
And that's not counting all the people on his
Right.
GG site.
Yep, that's just the people that were watching on YouTube. So he probably had more like 20 or 25,000 people watching him last night. We had 1,500. So that's why I talk about him. He's more relevant than I am in the space. His ideas get more credence than mine do in the space that I work in. So that's why I talk about him. And as soon as, and I said it last night, and I'll say it again, as soon as this motherfucker's got 15 people watching him, and nobody respects his political prescriptions anymore, and young people have moved on past his fucking absolutely backwards political ideology, then I won't talk about him ever again. You'll never hear his name. He will be beyond irrelevant to me. When you say things like, I'm a Daryl Davis leftist, it's very confusing to me, all the vitriol towards this person. Yeah, I understand that. There is a lot of vitriol. You're right. But, you know, being a Daryl Davis leftist doesn't mean taking abuse. Daryl Davis didn't win hearts and minds by sitting and absorbing abuse passively. You'd have to listen to Daryl Davis to know that. So, I just checked out some of your podcasts from the debate and the post-debate. Really love your content, actually. We'll be watching all your vids. Dope. Hope you recovered from those blinkers last night. I did, dude. The blinkers are actually nice. Like, once the fucking coughing spell went by, dude, the blinker felt good. I've heard a lot of black leftists say, why do I have to be friends with my enemy when referring to Daryl Davis? Yeah, Daryl Davis didn't say be friends with your enemy. Daryl Davis said make friends of your enemies. Daryl Davis leftism is about keeping your enemies close. There's a lot of like wisdom in that analogy. Keep your enemies close. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer. That sort of thing. That's Daryl Davis. That's the ideal of Daryl Davis. He walked right into the dragon's den and walked out with a scalp, and he didn't do it combatively. He did it compassionately. He showed humanity to people who believed he had none. He showed intelligence to people who wrongfully believed that people that looked like him had none of it. He showed civility to a group of people that thought he had none. And he took their scalps. And now he carries them around the country talking about how he defrocked people out of the KKK. And he didn't do it by calling them Hitler. He didn't do it by pointing his finger at them and otherizing them. That's Daryl Davis leftism, right? If somebody's standing in opposition to that, it's my duty to argue against them. Okay? This fucking fly on my head. You're gonna get it, bud. I don't know that I got him. I don't think I did. I didn't hear the snip snap. Knick knack patty whack. Yeah. I'm appalled by the way some content creators twisting their minds like pretzels to produce this cope for Biden's performance. They don't have any other option. You see, their names are under that camp. They have no option. They've already signed their name feel like time is better spent creating systems for organizing, making positive connections. Yeah. Well, this is why, Brianna, if you listen to me talk, and I know you've heard a bunch of it, but you maybe have not heard me say this, I'm not a leader. I'm not looking to lead a movement. I don't have the temperament. I don't have the drive. I don't have the desire to be a leader. This fucking head fly. Oh man, you motherfucker. All right, you little son of a bitch. Yeah, that's right.
And, you know, as much experience as you have in labor, you're not currently in that average labor position anymore.
No, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be a labor organizer. I don't think I would be good. I don't think I'm level-headed enough. Now, if there's a big labor movement and I can append myself with a bullhorn to that movement and show up at the rallies and gas people up, that's my use. That's what I'm doing here.
At the moment, you don't have a Starbucks you're working at to organize. You don't have a fucking
No.
union to...
I've been out of the blue-collar labor space for over 10 years now. I have 20 years of experience in that space, and going back even further, my father was a union president for most of my childhood. So I have a lot of practical experience watching labor and watching how it works. And me watching my dad be a leader for years is one of the reasons why I will never step up and take that mantle. Because I watched that man subvert his own rational impulses over and over and over again to make peace. I don't do that. I'm not good at that.
And I think you just know from working like that so long that, you know, you probably wouldn't listen to a guy like you when you were working at Starbucks.
Well, I might have. That's not to say I wouldn't have. But listening to somebody and what they have to say about something and following somebody are two different things. Adopting a person's prescriptions is different from listening. I'm not good with compromise. I don't make good I'm not a good compromiser, typically. I have to work very hard to follow what little tiny natural instinct there is in me for compromise. I'm a rabble rouser, dude. 100%. That's like you want me to be out there in the world, then ask me to go rabble rouse. Because that's what I'm good at, man. Look, knowing what you're good at, I'm not the dude. I'm not the figurehead for a fucking movement. I can't be that. I don't have the fucking temperament for it. All right? I will tell you the amount of power that I had the temperament for in my life was being an assistant manager at Starbucks. Okay? Because I was able to limit it to that one tiny little world, that one little shop where I was responsible for everything in it. But that's it. Anything outside of that was beyond my purview, right? Asking me to lead a fucking burgeoning labor movement or go out there and be a forefront in that, you're asking me to do something that I can't do. What I can do is rabble rouse. And we need rabble rousers. And I'm a rabble rouser. I've been rousing the rabble for 10 fucking years on the internet. And I'm going to continue to rabble rouse. You've said the N word too many times on stream to be accepted into any political campaign. I mean, even if you take that and set it aside, right? I was on the wheel of torture. I had clothespins put all over my nipples live on, like, I'm not a political person. I'm really not. I can't be the figurehead of a party. I can't be a guy you send out to get slaughtered for my past. Okay? I have no shame in my game. I don't think I've ever done anything wrong. I don't think I've ever done anything with my personal life that's hurt somebody else deliberately. But I would be treated that way. I would be called all kinds of degenerate and all kinds of bullshit just for fucking the funny things that I've done to make people fucking laugh. Wesley Rudd, dude, you seem mad, bro. Are you angry? Can I help you with something, man? Oh, you got banned. Midnight Ghoul was fucking creeping on you. That's okay. You didn't have anything to say anyway. So much cope. So little counter argument and so much cope.
I think your goal is you're not the guy, but you want to be heard by someone that could be the guy.
I don't even care about that.
Yeah.
I want to be heard by people. I want to rouse the rabble. I want somebody else to fucking deal with it. But I can get people fired up. I got that in my blood. I got that organizer spirit. Okay? That doesn't mean I'm out there leading a fucking labor movement. That doesn't mean I'm out there putting my name out as a new union representative or some shit like that. I would never do that. Paul, did you see my last question? I did not blind programmer. I'm sorry. I try and pick yours out. I'm gonna give you a fucking. I'm gonna give you a mod just so I don't miss your shit, because I know that you know, it's like you can't tell whether I'm seeing your shit. So yeah, dude, you can ask your question again. You now got a wrench, so good on you for that. I wanted to become president and save the world. Yeah, go ahead and ask your question again, buddy. You've usually got good pointed questions, so if I missed one, I'm willing to hear it again. You've got a professional wrestler's advocate's tongue. You probably don't want to be a figurehead, but you do have that tenacity tendency. Yes, yeah. That's why I said a rabble rouser. That's what I am. Where did all the spam come from in last night's stream on StreamYard? Where do you think? People with fucking nothing but free time on their hands. It was free time. Free time status. Full effect. Mama's Wi-Fi, a free cell phone that she got from her family plan with Sprint or whatever the fuck. T-Mobile. Unlimited minutes and nothing but free time. I mean, what do you expect? Blind programmer is the guy that would troll Jamie Darkey. Oh, cool. Good job. Yeah, it wasn't tough to troll Jamie Darkey back in the day. I don't know what she's up to now. But yeah, that was a pretty easy troll job back in the day. What up, Jordan? Haven't heard about Jamie Darkey in years. Must have dropped off. Yeah. Queso. 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 I know her Discord server was full of weirdos. I think that's every Discord server though, bro. Not to sweep, but I think that's every Discord server, my G. From what I can tell, Discord is where the weirdos go. She goes by Lady Hopium now. Oh yeah, Lady Hopium. I forgot about that. What an unfortunate name change. Paul, besides the Israel-Palestine issue, what do you think would be worse domestically under a Kennedy presidency? Well, domestically, not a whole lot. I think a Kennedy presidency domestically would be a status quo presidency. I worry about his, global ambitions. He's been pretty unambiguous about his support for Israel and his support for Israel just basically exterminating the last Palestinian from Gaza. So yeah, I mean, I would say that my biggest trepidations for a Kennedy presidency would be that, right? Warmongering. Girl cakes her makeup. You gotta give her some tips, Brianna. Like, I haven't seen you in years, but I remember back in the day, you had like a pretty fresh makeup look. Like, you looked like you weren't wearing makeup most of the time, right? Which is you know, isn't that the key to like really good makeup, right? You don't look like you got makeup. He's also anti-vaccine. Yeah, that is a problem, right? That is an issue I would take with him personally and politically, right? Good makeup is blended. Dude, I've seen some of the tutorials. Girls do weird stuff with their makeup. Well, I guess dudes do too, but like they will paint up like it's all kinds of like different colors of makeup and stripes, and it looks so like tribal makeup almost. And then they take a sponge and they blend it. They blend it together, and it actually looks like a natural skin tone. It has highlights and spots where it should, and lowlights and spots where it should. I've seen that shit, bro. Like I do stage makeup. I was trained as a stage performer, and back in the types of shows I didn't have a makeup person. So actors were responsible for their own stage makeup. So I can do like eyeliner, I can do eyeshadow, I can do what do they call that shit? Mascara that goes on the eye. I always have to do mascara. I'm always told to put on more mascara because my eyelashes disappear under the lights. Foundation, blush. I can do age makeup using pencil work. Like you take a pencil, right? And I would just trace where these folds are in my forehead. So like I would do that, and I would trace these, right? And then you blend those out, but it adds a dark shadow there, and it makes you look older. You really line out these nasolabial folds right here. That's what these are called, nasolabial folds. You line those out, dark makeup, and then you blend that out so it looks like a deep shadow there. You do under eye makeup to make it, you know, it's just like basic age shit. But as far as like doing like a full face of like drag makeup for me, dude, I'm gonna need help with that. That's, you know, if we do this drag show, and I will shave my fucking beard for the drag show for sure. We do this drag show, I'm hoping that my wife, Chelsea Taylor, can get together and make something work for me. Labial folds. Well, you know, labia just means lip, right? So these are labias too. Imagine being old, lol. Yeah, I mean, I know. It sucks, bro. I'm not gonna fucking lie. There are things about it that don't suck, but you guys aren't ready to hear that shit, so it's cool. I wouldn't have listened when I was young. There are things about it that roundly do not suck, that I would not give up, but yeah, being old fucking sucks. Would you cut your beard for $3,000? I would cut my beard for free. We might be doing a like a show about the history of drag in drag, and I've got a whole drag persona set aside for myself. Boom, shave off the beard, get the ladies to do me up nice, and look hot. You know, Saltina sachet comes out. Paul loves the senior citizen discount. Dude, that hasn't kicked in for me yet. If that's what it takes to get the beard off, so be it. Yeah, I'll probably just wear a mask until the beard comes back, bro. I'll probably just wear a bandana. So I'm not going to want to show people what's under there without the makeup. You know, the makeup is one thing. Get a fake beard, yeah, dude. Get a fake beard and wear it till my real beard grows back. When did you start noticing kinks in the armor? I'm 30, but I still feel like I did 10 years ago. Right around 35 is when reality like started to set in for me, and 40 is undeniable, right? 40 is a big number. Excuse me. going to be pretty raggedy for a while, but you know, it's a beard. You know, the beard will grow back. I just haven't I haven't shaved my face in over a decade. This fucking head fly, I swear to Christ. You, sir, will die. I will kill you. You will die. One of these days. Oh, I got him. Did you hear it? I got him. Knick knack paddywhack. Come on. I snip snapped him. Did you guys hear it? I snip snapped him. You fucker. I saw him back there. Land somewhere, motherfucker. Land on a goddamn chair. I've had it. Okay, that's enough. He's back. As soon as I put it down, he's back. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it. Yeah, see? Oh, there he is. All right, land, fucker. Oh, yeah, he's back there. I feel him. Come on. Where'd you go? Land somewhere nearby so I can cap that ass. It would be my pleasure to bust a hydroshock in that melon. Come on. War never changes. It's on today, dude. It's on. These fuckers are all over me. Man versus bear. Don't. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing the man versus bear. We skipped it. We skipped that discourse, and we're going to skip it forever. Hey, Paul, hope you're having a good morning. I kind of am, yeah. I'm kind of doing pretty good. Stop hitting yourself. I wonder why he likes sitting on my head. Does does the top of my head smell like doo-doo? Hold on. No, it smells like, maybe it smells sweet. It's got that Pantene smell. Yeah, it does smell sweet. That's what it is, Mo. The hair smells good. Shade and warmth, yeah. Joe Biden's supposed to have a rally in 10 minutes. Is that true? Well, he'll be back on the fucking teleprompter. So he'll probably do better than he did last night. They have Grandpa on the teleprompter. Paul, you need a net? Yeah. Rally. I know, dude. I know. Might be a mama fly looking to drop some mags. No, dude. No mag dumping, dude. I don't let flies mag dump around me. Oh, there's one. There's one right there. What you about to do, player? You about to get zapped. That's what's about to happen, right? Oh, very close for you. Don't land again. Oh, you over here? Yeah, come land on me. That's a good idea. Get your ass fucking zip-zapped. Fuckers. I just got a call by mom. They had to put the family dog down. Oh, bro. That sucks. I'm sorry. But they did the right thing by your dog, you know. That's the last act of, like, friendship that you give a dog or an animal that you love, is, like, not letting them suffer, putting them down when it's at the end, letting them go out easy. And so I'm sorry that happened, but you know, it's a sign of love. I don't know, man. I don't know about the second debate shit. I really don't. Was devastated with my mom. Yeah. Yeah. I know, dude. What's your fly kill count? Oh, it's got to be in the hundreds now. I mean, over my lifetime, I mean, way up. But like recently with this, I'm starting to get the hang of it. I probably got 2 or 3 dozen fly kills under my belt with the racket. It's not the ideal weapon. I would prefer assault pistol, and I think I will be getting assault pistol here, especially if I'm looking like I'm gonna hang here for the rest of the summer, which it's increasingly looking like I'm gonna have to. Oh, and the bees. Can you guys hear those bees? Can you hear that? That's crazy. Yeah, these trees are just fucking filled with them, dude. I don't know if you guys will be able to see any of them, but peep it. These trees right here are just humming and buzzing at me. There's this one down here too. Covered in bees, bro. It's crazy. It's beautiful. Paul, when the climate gets really bad, those flies would be a protein source and you'd be a farmer. True. Fly farmer Paul. Salted flies. Wow, what the fuck? You have a pretty backyard? The trees are very pretty, yeah. It's really like a strip of shit back here. But, it's a very small backyard, but it has some big old established trees in it. And it is nice. I do have it better here than a lot of people have it. But I fucking hate this place. I want out of this fucking place. We will eat the bugs, and we will do it happily. Because the days of endless growth and abundance on this planet are over. Your children will learn to love different types of protein because the environment will not support beef and pork. Its days are numbered. Paul, would you eat a spider burger? Yeah, I would. Worm spaghetti. Roach, roach milk. Roach patties. Roach protein. Yep. And people eat it greedily and hungrily because it'll be their only source of protein. Because we have well and truly fucked this world. So get used to the idea of eating bugs. Lab-grown meat, bug proteins, it's all in our future. Bon appetit. Taste what the future fucking holds. When will the billionaires leave the planet? As soon as it's feasible. They'll be hovering above us, looking down on us from Elysium as soon as it's feasible. It's just not feasible right now. They're better off just buying up all the land and resources here. But as soon as it becomes feasible for them, they'll be gone. They won't be gone in terms of their policy and prescriptions. They'll just be up on a fucking space station that we don't get to go to. They're never going to leave. This idea that they're heading to the stars or whatever, nah, they're heading to a fucking space station to be your rulers from on high. Paul, do you think they're already making lab-made foods, padding it off as organic meat? Probably, yeah. I don't know, maybe. I think that would be like a losing proposition because I think it's more expensive right now to make a big chunk of lab-grown muscle than it is to butcher it. But that will change with time, right? Just like every new technology, it's very expensive at the beginning. But once they kind of like get the process down a little more, I have a feeling that there will be people like making meat in their house. You know, people have 3D printers, they'll have meat printers, right? Just put it in the morning. Like, what do you want to eat for dinner tonight? Oh, we want steaks. How many steaks do you want? 3. All right, hit the button, boop, go to work, come back. There's 3 steaks. Vacuum packed, fresh printed. Nice and chilled and ready for you to fucking snap them open, cook them bitches up. Where are you from? Country? I'm from the USA, my friend. I'm right here in California. Good old Cali. I'm a born and bred Cali. That usually oozes out of my pores at people, but in case you were wondering, I'm a California kid. I usually, you know, I've been told that my California, I wear it on my sleeve. It precedes me into the conversations, but I don't know if that's true or not. I think there are way more fucking Cali people, like people that are way more audibly Cali than me. But just the way I say California, most people say California, Cala. Californians say California.
Get out from underfoot.
Go on. Psst, 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 psst. Go get your ball.
Yeah.
Where's your
Brought
bouncy
home the
ball?
And then you changed your mind.
Where's your bouncy ball? Can I get your ball? No? You gonna be a lazy bones today? Well, Saturday you're getting your nice cleaned up shave down.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be whiptailing everything on Saturday. You're gonna be needing a sweeter. It'll be better, buddy. You should do a Chappelle Roan style drag look. I don't know many drag people. I know I really love Trixie and Katya. I really like Trixie's weird makeup and stuff. I don't want to rip it off, but I really like her drag persona, or his drag persona.
Right, and I think normally they do she, her when they're in their drag, when you're talking about their drag personas.
Yeah, I guess so. But technically, like, if you talk to Trixie, in drag or not, they will tell you, like, I'm a guy.
Yeah.
I feel like a guy 24/7, 365. I'm not a woman.
Yeah, but I just mean like their characters, you normally
Right.
just refer to them.
That's the fun of it. That's why I was like attracted to the idea of doing a show about it, because I used to misunderstand drag. I used to think drag was like a waiting room for trans women.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was for men that wanted to be trans but couldn't do it, so they dressed up at night, did nightclub stuff. And that is true. Some people are in that group. Some people do like find the pathway to their transness through cross-dressing and dressing in drag, but
drag
the vast
is different
majority,
than cross-dressing.
yeah, drag and cross-dressing are not even the same thing, right? They're interrelated. Some people might start cross-dressing, end up in drag, and then realize like, hey, I feel like a woman all the time. This feels good. Some dudes just like doing it. It's fun to them. It's fun to inhabit the personality of a woman. It's fun to wear the makeup and the fun dresses and stuff, and to give yourself the like treat of inhabiting another skin. As an actor, it's really interesting to me, the idea of fully inhabiting a character because of the way you look. That's one of my favorite things. You know, I played Caliban in The Tempest. The Tempest is my favorite Shakespeare show. Caliban is basically like a man that has turned into a sea monster from neglect, basically. He has lived apart from humanity, scrabbled around in the rocks at the shoreline and caught fish. He's like a golem almost. I mean, golem analog, right? And he is of humanity, but all of the humanity is almost gone from him when he's discovered by two sailors that shipwreck on his island. And that was like the first time I really felt like the warm invite of like, just let go of Paul 100%. Paul isn't here anymore. You are Caliban. You're a man that has spent his life not even seeing other people, scrabbling around on the rocks, alone in this kind of twisted relationship with the god of the island, right? Drag is art. Yes. Yeah, no, it is. I mean, you can't, like, that's the thing, is like, it's a welcoming and inviting thing, just like any other art. Like most painters will tell you, hey, you want to be a painter? Go down, save up your money, go get some art supplies and paint shit. That's the best way to start. And I've talked to a lot of drag queens, and I've talked to people who do drag, and they've all said the same thing. They've all told me, like, drag is about doing it. And when you get, if you really love it, you get really good at it. You may not be great at it at first, but that doesn't matter. Like, being great takes deliberate practice. It's the act of doing it that's fun, and it's a welcoming thing. Nobody is gate kept from it as an art form, right? And I like that. Yo, this Biden rally is bumping. They've got a rapper out here trying to hype the crowd for Biden. Dude, I'm going to have to go get my other phone, aren't I? And I'm going to have to look at this Biden rally that's about to pop off. I don't even know how they could fucking have the balls to throw a rally after that route. They need to be...
They want him to look better.
Well, right. They want him to pretend like nothing happened last night. In fact, I bet this was his idea. We got to get out there in front of the people, Jack. We got to show them we're not deterred. And it's like, no, sir. We probably need to take about a week to figure out how we're going to get you replaced. Oh, we ain't doing that. Like, I think this is like Biden's fucking hubris is in this. I think if Biden just came to the DNC right now and was like, look, dude, I ain't got it. I hate to do this, but we're going to have to figure it out. Call Hillary, call somebody. But I don't think that's in Biden. I think that any part of Biden that would have been that reasonable has probably been dead for 20 or 30 years.
Well, he's been chuffed up for the past 4 years.
Oh, yeah. They've been, as they're gaslighting you and me, right? Saying, oh, he just got a stutter. Oh, he's fine. Oh, he's lucid. Oh, look at the State of the Union. As they're gaslighting you and me, he's gaslighting him. They're gaslighting him, too. Yeah. And he's being gaslit into thinking that he's way more competent. And that, dude, do you think that they told Biden that was a devastating loss, sir, last night? Do you think that's the first thing Biden heard? As soon as Biden got off that stage, he heard from his wife, good job, honey. You stood proud. You did us proud. You just stood strong.
Did you see him walking off the stage? He was like...
Oh, yeah. No, Jill had to lead him off stage. Yeah. It was fucking crazy. He was sundowning the whole time. Yeah. The dude was having a dementia-addled moment the whole time.
His poor legs were probably sore from standing that long.
Yeah, he had to stand that whole 90 minutes, didn't get to sit down. That old man was done. Remember when Joe said he's going to be a one-term president? Yeah, I remember actually when Joe first entered the race back in 2020, there was a kind of like an implicit promise made by people close to his campaign that he wouldn't even finish out the term. We were just going to get Biden in there to beat Trump and get Trump once and for all dealt with. And then Biden was going to step down and hand it over to a VP. And that never happened. And it's probably a good thing it didn't, because the VP he picked is incapable. Kamala Harris is a cop. She is capable of one thing, and one thing only, being a fucking pig. And she still is a pig. So they kind of cucked themselves on that little plan. But yeah, there was an implicit promise from Biden to his donors in the DNC, just get me in there. I'm a one-termer. I step down after one term and I pass it over to you. So yeah, people forget that. He'll forget that shit. And it's like, I didn't. There was a reason for that. Because all the way back then, Biden was fucked. People were already saying the old man's dead in the water. He's rambling. He's incoherent. He's off script. He's fucking crazy.
Do you really think that Kamala would never have a chance, even against Trump?
No. She's untenable as a politician. Nobody likes her. Her base hates her. Because there were black people in Georgia that were gaslit into voting for her because she's a California politician. After they voted for her, people on the left started pointing out this woman locked up black mothers for a fucking living for like 15 years as the DA of San Francisco. She's nobody's friend. She's a cop. They've been gaslit by her. The word salads, the do not come, the fucking zombie-like way that she just shuffles out in front of people and just spits out a fucking Caesar salad of words. Nobody likes her. She's unelectable. She didn't primary a single place. She didn't win. Not a single primary vote was cast for her. She dropped out before the primary because nobody even wanted to primary her. Nobody even thought she belonged in the conversation before the primary. So yeah, I don't think Kamala beats Trump. I think Trump walks all over Kamala Harris, especially after last night. See, that's the problem.
Yeah, because she defended that.
There were people on the fence assuming Biden was a good man who still had capabilities, a little old, but man, he can do this. There, believe it or not, there were people on that political fence last night, middle of the road people, maybe even nominally Republican people that just can't stand Trump. He lost them last night. He lost those people. He did not show a capable person. He did not show the type of person we want running this country. He showed a doddering old man. And that's it. That was devastating. And that doesn't just slop over onto him. That's the DNC. That's the DNC's baby. All these water carriers that are scrambling now, why do you think they're scrambling? They've got to come up with a reason why they're right when they're wrong. I'm not scrambling. I'm saying the same shit I've been saying for fucking 13 years and going. It ain't gonna be Buttigieg. He's unelectable. Let's go through the list of possibilities. Elizabeth Warren, she's not gonna fucking do it.
She's a school mom.
Klobuchar ain't gonna do it. She's a fucking void of personality. She did horribly. Buttigieg, people got a taste of Buttigieg and liked him when he first popped on the national scene, but they've got a full fucking mouthful of Buttigieg.
The thing is, he's from Indiana, and I was in Indiana when he was running, and I saw one whole bumper sticker.
Yep.
It.
Bernie too old? I don't even think that's true given what we're facing, but the DNC will never, never acquiesce to Bernie. They fucked him out of the candidacy twice because Bernie is not aligned with their ultimate goals of keeping the status quo in place, keeping the rich rich, and keeping the poor fucked over and out. Bernie actually has some leftist policies that he's going to fight for, and at the very least, he would be a voice pointing out their hypocrisy from within. They wouldn't touch Bernie with a fucking 1,000-foot pole. So it's really not even about his age, because he's in the same age range as these two old doddering fucks, and I think he'd be better than both of them. But he's out of it, because we're talking about the DNC. Michelle Obama, she doesn't want this. You think she wants to touch this turd sandwich? She probably got political aspirations, but not this year. Not with this DNC, not with this weakness. Yeah, Bernie is still coherent. He still has his mind. He's still capable of talking about things, expressing what he believes extemporaneously. He's old as fuck. Yeah, I would say any other fucking situation.
Be more worried about his physical health than
Well,
his
yeah.
mental health. Like, he had a heart attack on the last
Exactly.
campaign.
He's an old man. He's not long for this world. None of these old men should be running. None of them are long for this world. Most of them are 1 foot in the grave. They're on a banana peel. And it's like, we got to fess up to that. If we don't face up to it, it's going to keep happening. You think they're going to stop feeding you slop? They fed me slop my whole fucking life. You think this is the point where they're going to stop feeding you slop? No. They're going to feed you more slop. They're going to ask you to double down and triple down for this fucking system that's broken and aligned against you and your interests and your family's interests and your coworkers' interests. Gavin Newsom, handsome. I mean, undeniable, right? He looks young, he's vibrant, he can speak off the top of the dome, he doesn't sound like he's having a fucking sundown. He would do great. But I don't think he wants to touch this cycle with a 10-foot pole. I think Scotty was dead fucking right about that. His eyes are firmly fixed on 2028. He wants to let this shit show unfold because he wants to underscore how needed a young, vibrant politician is on the nominal left. So you're not going to get these cope picks that people are throwing out there. Jon Stewart is not going to step up and take the DNC mantle. They don't, for the same reason they won't pick Bernie. Jon Stewart's off the table. You know why? Because Jon Stewart criticizes the DNC from the left. They don't allow that. You think they're going to allow a DNC reformist in? They would never. So you know who you're going to get? Hillary Rodham Clinton. That's my call. Write it down. Call it a fucking psychic prediction.
I think she's the only one with enough ego to think that she can salvage.
And she's got the pull.
Yeah.
She's his chief consultant on his campaign. She still owns the DNC's soul. She's salty as fuck about dropping the strap in 2016. She wants to bust that glass ceiling. She'll do it. She'll try. Well, I mean, she'll run.
Yeah.
I don't think she'll do it. But she'll walk us right into a fucking second Trump presidency.
She's the only one with the ego that wants to risk.
She's got the bloodlust, man.
Yeah.
She is salty. She's never forgotten that salty taste of defeat when Donald Trump walked out on stage and took that fucking inauguration. Never forgotten that. That was supposed to be hers. So that's what you're going to get. It's not even a want for her. She needs it. And she owns the DNC. So you're going to get Hillary Rodham Clinton, if there's anybody. That's going to be the name. Watch it. What day is it today? It's Friday?
Yeah.
There might be an op-ed today in the New York Times. But if not today, certainly Monday. You're going to start seeing op-eds in big newspapers. And those newspapers are going to be saying, is it time to think about Hillary? You know how I know that? They've already done it. They did it before this debate. They saw this coming. And they've been going, is it really time to think about Hillary Clinton? They're already doing it. Dude, I'm calling it because this is not psychic predictions. I'm calling it because I've been through this cycle before. It's not going to be Kamala. You know what, dude? They might have thrown Kamala out last night to take the fire for Joe Biden. Why didn't he do an interview after it? Was he too tired from talking for 90 minutes to do an interview? So they sent out Kamala. She did awful. She looked completely detached from reality. She carried water for a doddering old man and said he did good. Tried to pivot to Trump before she even got through why her candidate couldn't do it. She's not up next. Last night was an opportunity for her to step out in front and take the reins. And she carried water. She took the DNC's orders and she carried water for the old man. At the DNC, they are still thinking Joe Biden's going to be their guy. They're not ready yet. But they're going to look at these numbers that come out, these poll numbers, because you talk about a bump. Remember when everybody was crowing about that tiny little bump that Biden got when Trump was convicted? You're about to see that reverse and then some. The next big level national polls that come out are going to show a 2-3 point bump for Trump in a lot of swing states. That was devastating. And people don't, like the DNC is not going to fucking move until they smell it coming. They've got a couple of weeks before the fucking convention. And that's going to be that. Write it down.
In the last polls, even, Trump +3, even, Trump +6, Trump +2, even, Trump +1.
So that's the latest, like, 538 aggregate polls, or what?
Yeah, that was before the debate.
Right. So pre-debate.
But at post-conviction.
At best, post-conviction, pre-debate, At best, it's an even horse race,
Yeah.
and at worst, it's a 6-point lead for Trump
Yeah.
pre-debate. So I might be wrong. You might see double digits opening up for Trump. Now, I don't think it's going to stay that way all the way to the election, but this is devastating. The bump that I think Trump is going to get off of that just absolutely shitty performance last night, by the way, he didn't do anything special, but he didn't have to. This is starting to look like a fucking rout. And there's nothing but, I don't hear anything but cope. Where you at? Where you at riding with Biden? Where you at? Vote blue. Where's your utilitarian calculus at now? Because my utilitarian calculus is looking like you got a loser dead fish. And you're looking to the DNC to help you. You know they're not going to give you a fucking vibrant candidate. They're not going to tap somebody that you want to vote for. They're going to give you Hillary. And you have to carry that water into the election. Good luck with that. An article appeared in the New York Times entitled, "Joe Biden is a good man and a good president. He must bow out of the race." It's by a 3-time Pulitzer Prize winner who's friends with Biden. Fuck. Woof. What up, TJ, by the way? How you doing? We got to do a co-stream one of these times. We got to try this shit out. Because, like, I can fucking send you an invite somehow through YouTube. When I'm setting up this fucking stream, it tells me, go live with, it's like Instagram Spaces or whatever they do over there, with like where you go live on Instagram with other people and they can join. They haven't added like the hot drop in and out join thing yet, but if I start it, yeah, let's give it a shot during the upcoming break. Bet. All right. Yeah, we'll figure out what day you want to do it and what time works for you. Because, dude, I really think your channel will see a bump. But I really do want to try it out and see if it's actually a platform that I could use to like debate somebody. You know.
Ready for the jauntlet, TJ?
TJ seems like he's coping okay with the jauntlet. I think his head is in the right spot. You know. I don't know. I mean, it was my idea to put up the jauntlet. But Scotty really took the reins,
Yeah.
and rightfully so. I mean, he knows TJ way better than anybody else. Maybe there might be somebody that knows him better on the guest list. I don't know who the guests are going to be. But, yeah, we're going to get a full accounting of TJ today. The good, the bad, the ugly, the oil, the banana. Maybe not the banana, but the oil. Sizzling away. And TJ did say, and I don't know how jokey it was, that he would do it again live. He might dip his balls again tonight. I don't know. I see this jauntlet. What I told everybody was that expect the unexpected and that it's going to be wild. That's all I know. When I had the idea, I was like, this could be wild, especially considering how feisty we've all been lately.
Yeah.
There's been feist among the boys this year. We've all got a little feist.
Well, you got all your piss and vinegar back with your CPAP.
That's what TJ said. Paul's got piss and vinegar now. I was like, oh. That's the kindest way to say Paul is a fucking asshole. It gonna get feisty. I think it might get feisty, TJ. I think it might get feisty, my dude. I don't know, though. I can't tell you for sure. Bro, I can tell you this. I'm bringing nothing but fucking good vibes into it because dude, my feisty all got blown out my ass last night, bro. That rant was something else for me, dude. I connected up with fucking the universe for a second during that dude, I'm at my best when I'm slaying Vosh. But man, it took all the feist right out of me, bro.
Yeah.
I usually, typically, I feel like had that not happened last night, right, I would be hyping people up in here going like, TJ doesn't even know. TJ's going to get roasted. TJ's going to get toasted. TJ's going to get burned to a crisp. But I don't even really feel that way. I just want to chill with you today, bro.
Are you going to take the TJ mantle, maybe?
What do you mean?
Like, be on his side, be a
Mm-mm.
sycophant now?
No, I'm not that deep. I'm not that deep into the sauce, but I'm not going to be, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to pick at him a little bit, you know, and I'm not lying. But I'm not, I don't have that fucking hate in my heart that I thought I was going to have. Not hate. I don't hate anybody, but like, you know what I mean. Like that spitefulness, that like glee, that Schadenfreude. Like, ooh, TJ's gonna get roasted and toasted tonight. I really don't think it's gonna be that way though. I think it's actually gonna be fun. Because say what you want, TJ's had like a long and interesting fucking career, bro. He's been all over the place. He's done more than most people in the space have done. He's, you know what I mean? So, I mean, if Scotty's with Scotty in charge, you know, it's gonna have its moments. Trust me, I know this. Yeah, we gotta watch Blueberry Pie. I think it's on the list. All right. I wanted to try and find Man Tits, but I couldn't find Man Tits anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
The one where Fake Sagan did vocals. It was an old one. Fake Sagan sang the song. He was, or it was like TJ did like a.
Was it on the documentary? Is that where it was?
No, it was before the documentary, but it might have been clipped on that. But he did a Man Tits song, where it was him. He was like, "My tits are always bouncing to the left and to the right. My tits will keep you up very late into the night." And then Fake Sagan would come in with his voice and go like, "Man tits, man tits, man tits. Watch them jiggle, watch them flop. Watch them wiggle, watch them stop. Man tits, man tits, man tits." And then TJ did like, you know, "My tits are very big and they bounce in my bra," or whatever. You know, he did a whole fucking thing. It was, dude, it changed the world for me. I was like, dude, because as a guy, right? And having like the gynecomastia surgery when I was 13. Oh, you found Man Tits. All right, good. Well, Man Tits got to be on the list. I couldn't find Man Tits. I went looking.
Who said that they found it?
TJ just
Okay, so
he
you
just
gotta
linked
get
it.
it over to Scotty.
It's
then.
in the chat. He linked it.
Okay, I'll get it in the chat.
Yeah.
Throw it on there.
Yeah, you can throw it on the list because we got to see Man Tits. But that was a good song. That changed the world for me, dude. I'd never seen a dude, like a cis guy, who I know TJ's not a cis guy now, but I thought he was then. He presented cis, pulling his big floppy tits out and owning it. You know, and I'd had that surgery when I was 13, and I was still like self-conscious about my chest, even though it looks like a normal fat guy chest now. I was still self-conscious about that because I had that fucking problem when I was young. Dude, seeing TJ flop them big old titties out and just and like own it, I was like, God damn, there's something different going on here. I'd subscribed before that, but I was there through the fucking eras of TJ. So I'm not going to be a passive observer in this. You know, I have a very broad overview of TJ Kirk as a longtime fan of his. I mean, he was one of my first subscriptions on YouTube. I can't give it to him as my first. I think Brett Keane has that. But right around that same time, it was Brett, TJ. I subscribed to a couple other dudes, Captain O Awesome. I really like involved myself and jumped face first into that community. A lot of it had to do with TJ. Dude was like my junior by a significant amount, but I felt like he had something figured out. I think a lot of people felt that way. Still feel that way about TJ. See what I mean? The vibes are too good. Is TJ not a cis guy? Is my understanding that TJ is not a cis guy? It's my understanding that TJ is non-binary. That may change. That may be an incomplete understanding, but that is my understanding. Was Brett that old? Yeah, Brett was, Brett is 4 or 5 years older than me. So Brett would be like 48, 47, something like that. Brett's been around since, like, I think he started his channel in 2006. I started my channel in 2006. I posted my first video in 2007. And by that time, Brett had hundreds of videos. TJ had hundreds of videos. Both of them had established a fucking place in the burgeoning kind of YouTube atheism / great debate community. They were known quantities. I kind of stepped in and I achieved like a little bit of recognition in that small micro community, but I never got wider acclaim. Like I never blew up and got front paged a whole lot like TJ did. You know, my presentation was very dry and I don't know, maybe not dry. Dry is not the word. But yeah, man, I was basically like late to the party, honestly. Like, had I jumped in 2006 when I first saw Brett Keane doing these videos, I might have made a bigger name for myself. But really, like, my channel's biggest jump was one day, and TJ probably doesn't even remember this. He commented on a video I did, and he was just like, "This was dope" or some shit, right? And like back in the day, you could follow what other creators were saying in the comments. Like, I don't think you can even do that anymore. But it used to be part of what people would do. They would follow TJ around video to video and see what he was saying. And dude, him just saying this video was dope or some shit like that got me like 1,000 subscribers overnight. I woke up and I was like, what? And it took me fucking like 10 minutes to figure out what had even happened. But like the video that I'd made, which was like me reciting a monologue, by the way. It was me reciting a monologue from the musical Assassins. And I played Sam Bick. There's a monologue done by Sam Bick there, and I did it very well. It was my audition piece, and it was clean at the time I did it. I mean, I've had hot audition pieces. Like, every actor wants to have an audition piece that plays to all of their strengths. And Sam Bick was that for me. I won the last 4 roles that I got as an adult off of that Sam Bick monologue. And so it was hot. And I was like on point. And it was like something that nobody else was doing on YouTube. Nobody was reading, like, especially not in our space, reading like monologues and shit. I was doing a little acting chop shit. He said, "This is dope," or "This was awesome," or whatever in the chat. And I got 1,000 subs off of that shit. Yeah, video responses were another way that people would get their name out there. You could just, like, if I left them open on a video, you could make a video response and it would show up in my fucking feed. And it would show up underneath my video. And people could see what people were saying about it. It was crazy. It was awesome. Created this competitive community. You know, it was one-upping and arguing. And it was very organic, back and forth and all of that stuff. And, like, it just kind of disappeared. Google disappeared it out of existence. Google made YouTube worse faux show. Oh yeah, GooTube, dude. That's what we used to call it back in the day. Called it GooTube. Remember YouTube had star ratings and friends? Yeah. No, it was like you could customize your page. You could upload your own images. Things weren't static. Like, there was actual community building tools. Like, you had control over your community. You could build that community. You could express that community out into other content. It was a very natural and organic way of, like, growing an audience and all of that. And it was very easy. And Google ruined all that because, of course, it was allowing people to get discovered and popular that weren't advertiser friendly. And so they had to take control of the reins of that and get rid of everything that allowed people to have that kind of input on content. And that's what they did. It's much harder to get a new channel off the ground these days, yes. I do think that Cheat Code is doing this. But I think you have to have a decent personality for people to stop by and watch you do this. But I think doing these, like, lives or whatever, these shorts, right now, this is like algorithmic fucking warlockery. It's like a cheat code, really. It honestly is. Like, if you're actually a good performer and you can talk to people or whatever and whatever, like, I feel like you can make a dent right now. Like, this channel is growing, like, through the moon. Might shave my beard tonight. We will see. Really? Oh, have you been feeling like getting rid of the beard, TJ? That's crazy, though, dude. Your beard is wizardly, bro. Your beard is wizardly, dude. Are you really gonna... Dude, that would be crazy, though. People, that would fucking be nuts, bro. Have you been thinking about it lately? You've been like, because, like, dude, the beard, like, limits your makeup options, right? Like, you went through this, like, swamp shaman phase. It would be good content. It's not, it's a beard, so it will grow back, but you know it'll take a while to get back to resplendent levels. You know, like it's gonna take a while to get down to your belly button again. But yeah, I mean it is just hair, right? Like that's why I said for the fucking drag gauntlet that we're talking about maybe doing, dude, I'll fucking shave. I'm shaving for that for sure. I'm gonna have the girls help me do my fucking makeup up and shit. I'm gonna go all out, man. I'm getting a good dress. We're doing it all, bro. Getting the heels. I'm going, baby. So yeah, I would do it just for the content side of things, you know, for sure. But dude, that's a big step. It will probably take another few years, but I'm kind of missing lesbian TJ. Well, like I was saying, dude, you went through a little swamp shaman phase where you were painting crazy shit on your face, but it was always limited because you could only really do it up to here. You know, and all of this real estate around your mouth where you could have done crazy shit down on your chin and shit, down on your neck. Like all of that shit is obscured by this curtain of hair, right? Which is its own statement, right? It looked cool. But like as a creative, you know what I mean? Like the palette was limited, right? And you could do some crazy shit if you had that whole fucking palette. So I don't blame you, man, to play with it a little bit. I mean, you've really changed your hair a lot too. Like your hair is very different now. You've kind of gone away from the longer hair. Yeah, but I do have a weak chin, so I'm not sure. I mean, dude, your weak chin though, bro. You know, like those Maori designs there, that the Maori kind of like fucking Vanuatu shit. Draw something tribal there, and you fill that whole fucking thing with some makeup. Make it cohesive. Weak chin is the least of the fucking problem, bro. Like, ain't nobody gonna even be looking at the chin. Not at the chin. They'll be looking at what's on the chin. That's that mask, man. That full fucking kabuki theater shit. Dude, I was into that era of TJ, bro. I was like, okay. TJ had a big staff he was carrying around and shit. Swamp shaman. Shaking his fucking staff covered in fetishes at people and just like fucking. I was like, all right. But I know that's a lot of prep work to get looking like that, and probably a lot of cleanup and shit. Yeah, dude, you don't have like what I would call a traditionally weak chin. I mean, you're a fat guy. You got a fucking double chin. That weakens your chin, but you don't have like you're not a no chin. You know, your chin is like at least as strong as my chin. Look at that. See? Like my chinny chin is there, but it's not the strongest fucking chin. My jawline is there, but it ain't all that strong of a jawline, dude. I'm a little bit round and soft, you know. That was a result of really crazy mushroom trip, and I feel like as much as I hate the swamp, I have to be near it to get that weird connection. Yeah. I feel that, bro. Yeah, I know. No chin sounds like a mystical creature. Yeah. It is. They're out there, though, in a big fucking way, bro. There are people out there that would murder their mothers for TJ's chin. There are dudes that literally go in, like it slants in from here. It goes like there's literally nothing there. It's like, where's your jaw, bro? Like, I get it, but where is your jaw? Those poor bastards, bro. Dude, think of those poor bastards. If you're a talented makeup artist, your physical makeup doesn't matter much. True. Good point, blind programmer. Whatever is using chin strengthening gum to get more model like. Oh yeah, dude, mewing. You're supposed to mew. How do you mew again? Can't remember what mewing is. All the kids are mewing because they want that Chad look. They want that Giga Chad. My midlife crisis is taking the form of me trying to go to a concert every month, and the beard does create some additional heat. Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, that's a pretty decent midlife crisis. I'm not gonna lie. Mine was like a divorce. You know mine. I don't have to retell that fucking sad tale, right? But like, yeah, mine was a divorce and like losing everything, back to zero. starting over, rebuilding my fucking broken self back up, dude. So if all you're having is like a desire to go to concerts, press the tongue against your roof of your mouth till your facial structure magically changes. Got it. I remember that. We looked at mewing. I just couldn't remember what the trick was. Yeah, it's the tongue at the roof. Want TJ to powerbomb me in a mosh pit? Ain't nobody gonna fuck with TJ in a mosh pit, bro. TJ towers over most of the manlets in a mosh pit, and he could just, like, with one hand, like, brush people out of his way. Like, TJ would rule the mosh pit. There's only one dude I ever saw in the mosh pit that I think would have thrown bows at TJ. I had to save my friend Waylon from that guy. My friend Waylon showed up to a metal concert wearing a fucking baby blue polo, cargo shorts, and flip-flops. And we were right on the edge of the fucking thing, and there was like a skinhead dude, like a real fucking SS skinhead park bench crew motherfucker, right? Peckerwood motherfucker. Stomping around, shoving dorks in and out of the fucking thing, grabbing people up. And I saw him like lock in, bro. Because I'm aware of that type of shit. I'm a pit guy. I've been in pits. I know how to stand at the edge of pits, right? I know what because that's a job. You have to help people up if you're at the edge of the pit. You can't let people get trampled right in front of you. You got to push people back in the pit. I'm a pit guy. I've been in a fuck ton of pits, and I've been on the edge of a fuck ton of pits. So while we were on the edge, I thought we were cool, but Waylon's standing there, baby blue polo, bro, khaki shorts, and flip-flops. And this skinhead motherfucker started coming across the pit at Waylon, and I stopped him by yelling in his face, going, "Fuck yeah, man, wow!" And he hyped him up, and he was like, "Yeah!" And he shoved me a little bit. He didn't like shove me hard. He just put his hands on my chest and went, "Yeah, motherfucker!" And he went off to bother somebody else, and Waylon didn't even know. He was still just jumping around like a fucking moron. I saved his life that day, you know? I was listening to Leonard Cohen. I got really sad I never saw him live, and I started wanting to see all of the musicians I like before they die, since most are pretty old. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's a lot of gaps in my shit, you know? I would like to see, but see, that's the thing, is I'm really into, like, modern people, too, so there's a lot of, like, rappers and stuff that I would really fucking give an arm and a leg to see. But yeah, dude, I've never seen Manson, right? I got to see Nine Inch Nails one time. Aside from being big, I just have violence in my soul. Paul knows, he was there when the acid trip took me to that side of it. Yeah. Dude, I saw Grendel. Not your dog, but Grendel, the beast. Yeah, TJ's got a bestial nature about him that is restrained by society. But you know this about TJ. You don't have to acid trip with TJ, but yeah, having that perspective, I know it for sure. Dude does bumps. I really don't, man. It always like fucking makes me feel sad when people point that at me, because I'm the furthest from like a stimulant guy. I mean, like nicotine is my stimulant, caffeine, right? Like I tried that shit. I've tried cocaine. I've tried meth. I did not like them, dude. So, you know, it always. I'm just a big pothead, bro. You know, I think people just like assume everybody's on coke or whatever, because like everybody is kind of on coke these days. But I had my coke time like back in the early 2000s. You know, I did coke a couple of times with my friends as a party drug. Wasn't nice. Wasn't my scene, you know. Now, if you wanted to call me out for a drug, the drug to call me out for would be opioids. Now, I'm not on opioids, but I have a way harder time with that type of drug. I think I've seen Manson 7 times. Yeah. I want to try and see him one time, and I think I'll get the opportunity. Although dude, when I move, it's going to be even harder for me. Dude, where I'm living, where I'm looking to move, like it's definitely not, like Manson's not going to play there. And it's such a drive that it may be like a flight, which is fucked. I enjoyed cocaine in my early 20s. Yeah, I didn't. Were you ever addicted to any of them? In my early 20s, I developed an addiction to prescription pain medication. I had a friend that had a bad back. He had Percocets or Vicodin. I can't remember which one he had first. I mean, I took whatever, Seconal, any kind of like dopey downer, but him having access to that big bottle of fucking pills with refills on it, and he was just like, hey, dude, do you ever have a headache or something? I can't take these perks. They make me sick or whatever. And I was like, cool. And I ran through his whole fucking prescription. It was like I found God. And yeah, I developed an addiction. Now, luckily, I didn't get so deep into it that I needed a fucking detox or something. I had somebody confront me about it before it really got out of hand in my life. But yeah, you know, ever since then, I've known that that's a very, that's a dangerous road for me, you know. It's not to be trifled with, I guess, for me. So I haven't fucked around with anything like that in many, many years. And I don't plan to. But yeah. Would you rather be blinded or lobotomized? Blinded. I'd rather be blinded than made deaf. Yeah, 7 times. Next show I see will be the 8th. I'm also seeing Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, Ministry, Filter, and Guar with a bunch of bands I've never heard of. Cool. I've seen Alice Cooper off of that list. Filter is a weird addition to that lineup, but Hey Man, Nice Shot is, I mean, it's still it's an industrial anthem. You know, they could fucking rock the house. I don't know if they're going to play Take My Picture. I don't know how well that'll fit in. I wish I would have met you, but now it's a little late. Those who were right there gotta save some face. You fight and you were right, but they were just too strong. They stick it in your face and let you smell what they consider wrong. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. Nice shot, man. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. What a good shot, man. Hey man, nice gun. The bass line. Dude, one of the best fucking bass riffs ever, bro. Dude, I had bassists creaming their jeans for like 10 years. That song came out, bro. I got to see Tool. So I checked that one off my list. I don't know if TJ ever got to see Tool. Hey, Post Malone's doing a show near me. Maybe I'll just go to see. Hey, dude, you might end up changing your mind about him after the Energy. Dude, I would love if you did that, bro. Honestly, you might see what I see in Posty if you go see him. You've seen Tool twice? Cool. Yeah, I didn't remember if you'd seen Tool or not. I got to see them on the Lateralis tour. I think it was in 2003. And it was dope. Definitely the best, like, big professional concert I've ever been to, easily. I got to see 9 Inch Nails during the kind of like Fragile tour in Arizona. I was fucked up too. you know, so it's like one of those things where my memories are very hazy and kind of blend with other shows that I've seen. You stick it in your face. Well, it kind of sucks because the first time I saw Tool, I was like 3 miles away from the stage. Yeah, dude, I was right up on the stage. I think I was 6 rows back in the pit. I was that close to getting a drum head when they left. Whatever their drummer's name is, he takes all his drum heads off, and he's got like 15 drums, and he just throws them out in the pit. I was that close to snagging. That close. Threw his drumsticks out, the whole fucking bit, bro. No, that was a badass fucking concert, bro. Maynard was crazy. His energy was just so fucking crazy. I saw No Doubt from the Nosebleeds. That's the best nosebleed concert I ever went to. I went to see No Doubt. My teenage sisters were into No Doubt. I was not. But Cake was opening for No Doubt. One of the worst pairings ever, by the way. One of the worst pairings ever. But I showed up for Cake. Cake got booed off the stage, and then it actually changed my mind on No Doubt seeing them play live. The energy was infectious, even from the fucking Nosebleeds. And I knew a lot of their songs. I mean, you know, I was a radio kid. Everybody listened to the radio back in my day, so like that's what you heard. You know, I knew every song. Take this pink ribbon off my eyes. I'm exposed, and it's no big surprise. I can't do the little things I hold so dear. It's all those little things that I fear. 'Cause I'm just a girl living in captivity. I mean, good songs. Well, that was how I used the Nosebleeds, right? Like the couple of concerts that I've been into because I went to a concert with my family. My family, my mom and my stepdad. It was called like the Monsters of Rock tour or something, and it was Styx, REO Speedwagon, Journey, and the Scorpions. Is it the Scorpions that do listening to the winds of change or whatever that fucking song? Is that the Scorpions? It was those bands. And dude, I fucking smoked so much weed. I thought I was gonna get in so much fucking trouble being out there. Cause dude, I just brought I rolled up like 4 fat joints. Styx has become one of my top 20 bands. Yeah, they're dope, bro. Listening to the winds of change. I got to see that live, bro. People busted out the lighters. I did too. Not my favorite song. What's their other one? Oh, they have Here I Am. Bow-dum, bow-dum, rock you like a hurricane. Bow-dum, bow-dum, dun, dun. That song rocked the house. You gotta like that song, right, TJ? Here I am. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, you probably have heard it way too much. Being a fucking New Orleans native, because they play that every fucking time hurricane season hits. It's the radio, bro. They love that song down there. I remember I got a taste of that. You know, it was a day before a big storm was supposed to come in, and it was raining pretty hard, and I was driving over to your house, TJ. And I turned on the rock station, and it was like, well, you know what time it is, folks. Here you go. Here I am. Bow down, bow down. Rock you like a hurricane. Do-do, do-do. And I was like driving down the road with this fucking big storm clouds in the air. And I was like, dude, I got to get out of this fucking place. I gotta get out of this place, dude. I'm watching a show right now that's based in New Orleans, and having lived there, or at least lived in that area, it makes so much sense to me. The way that people fucking like operate in New Orleans in these shows. It's just like I get the memes now. They're like, somebody said something. The lady mob boss said something like, New Orleans is a place where the dead are buried above ground so they can hear what we whisper about them. And I was like, yup. Yeah, that's New Orleans. Got a little bit of that hoodoo, a little bit of that voodoo. Zoo is good. I don't remember much of it. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not a big Scorpions guy. I was a way bigger REO Speedwagon guy, dude. REO, TJ, I know you may not think so, dude. REO fucking ripped shit up. If you ever get a chance to see REO, dude, you will not be disappointed, bro. You will not be. I got to see Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper headlined for, who did I see? Toto. Alice Cooper and Toto. I saw that in the late 90s. That was dope as fuck. Yeah, true. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, you probably were around way more fucking Scorpions. My dad was oh man. You know that song China Grove? Who sings that song China Grove? It's the Doobie Brothers. Bow now, bow now, bow, 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 bow now, do 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 down down, down 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 down. Do 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 do. That song, my dad, that was on fucking repeat when I was coming up. That's his favorite song still to this day. You got to see the Doobie Brothers, bro. I got to see the Doobie Brothers, bro. No. You got to see the Doobie Brothers. Dude, here's two bands that you would say to, that if they come to a fucking Indian casino or something near you, you got to see them, bro. Doobie Brothers and fucking, you're going to hate me for saying it, Huey Lewis and the News, bro. Huey Lewis and the News is my fucking Marilyn Manson, bro. I've seen Huey Lewis and the News. Let me do the math like you did. 6 times. You better not miss it, bro. Dude, if the Doobie Brothers are in town, dude, that's got to be a cheap ticket, too. You will not regret it, bro. Just bring a little fucking sack. Smoke up in the fucking audience a little bit, bro. You won't regret it, bro. I saw the Doobie Brothers at the Madeira Fair with Willie Nelson. Dude, I stood out in the audience. I was way back, you know, not in the nosebleeds because it was a fucking public performance. I saw him with Willie Nelson. You know who else I saw that same fucking year? Weird Al Yankovic, bro. That was a wild concert. That's a county fair, bro, in Madeira. Weird Al, Willie Nelson, and the Doobies. Meanie Doobies were roasted. Okay, that's all I'm gonna tell you. And Huey Lewis, you better not. Oh, dude, I saw Weird Al. He ripped shit up, bro. It was the Amish Paradise days. So that was his big hit. But he did his full fucking accordion solo shit. Played a lot of his deep cuts. A lot of old stuff. Weird Al was dope. I was so baked, though, for that concert, bro. It's a different night. Weird Al was his own show. And then Willie Nelson and the Doobies was the next night in the same little arena. Dude, I told you, that's why, dude. TJ, if you can snap up a fucking couple of seats for you and Chelsea, you will. They're not a cheap ticket. Well, I tell you what, bro. You will not regret it. You won't regret it, dude. Even if you don't like the Doobies, bro. The vibes are supreme there, dude. A little bit of weed goes a long way, bro. You just toke it up. Trust me on that, if you trust me on nothing else, bro. You can snag a decent seat for you and Chelsea to the Doobies, you will not fucking regret doing it. I'm gonna listen to their biggest hits and see how I feel. All right, fair enough, dude. Huey Lewis and the News are godlike, dude. They're god tier, bro. 4, that album, bro. That album. Small World, their follow-up to 4, fucking great, bro. Unbelievable. Like that, and that band is just so great, bro. Huey Lewis is always so tight. got a great energy about him, and he sounds great, and he looks great still, bro. I'll go see Huey a million more fucking times if I can. Step by step, one by one, higher and higher, step by step, one by one, climbing up Jacob's ladder. Hi, this is Paul Allen. Had to jet to London for a few days. Don't call me. I'm on vacation. Peace, babe. Hey, Paul? Yeah? Maybe I'll go to one with you, bro. If we can catch a fucking Huey, you would dig it, bro. You'll probably be a skinny fellow by then. I don't know about that, bro. I'm not getting skinny all that quick. I got a lot of weight to lose still, but yeah, dude, my average, I feel like, is about 2 pounds a week of fat loss, which is pretty dope. But I got fucking months and months to go before I'm anything like fit. And I think I'm going to have to kick in more exercise, which I've been doing, dude. I've been hitting the yoga real hard. I've been doing walks with Amelia more often, getting my blood pumping a little more. That's only going to help, but yeah, for a dude as big as me, about 2 pounds a week of fat loss is about what they want to see. And I think I'm on track for that, bro, which means, like I said, I don't weigh myself just because it's mentally unhealthy for me, because I'll check it every fucking day. Oh, shit, I went up a half pound. Fuck, I'm losing. Right, I don't do that. But I'll be going to the doctor next week. I think Tuesday next week. And I'll get weighed there. And I expect the weight to be somewhere in the 320s. Which is coming down from 367 at my highest this time. 375 or something is like my highest ever. That was way back in like 2006, 2005, 2000. No, it was later than that. It was like 2011 or 12. I'm thinking back too far. I was actually pretty healthy weight back then in 2006. I was down below 300 then. But I was way up above 300 in like 2012, 2013, that era. Oof. Big and fat. And I almost hit that again. That was real bad, man. Real bad. But taking it back. One little fucking day at a time. That's what we do. Step by step. If this is it, please let me know. If this ain't love, you better let me go. If this is it, I've got another love. If this ain't love, baby, just say so. Burn, burn. Do 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 do. Wow, do do do. Do 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 do. Buried tadpoles. I'm sorry. I was a little kid. Didn't know what I was knowing, buried tadpoles. I sing to both of these boys constantly. If this is it, please let me know. If this ain't love, you better let me go. Peace, chat. I'm gonna go get some food. Give Paul my love when he returns. Oh, I saw it. Have a good one, TJ. I will see you soon, brother. We shall have a good show. I've been moaning all the morning.
Finally down to the grinding.
Yeah, it's okay though. I got good weed here.
That was
I'm sorry, baby. Girl, don't
I
lie.
thought you came in to get that too. But
I thought I did too, but I forgot. I got the weed though. I remembered that somehow. Girl, don't cry and tell me nothing's wrong. I see a way to tell you how I'm feeling. And make you believe if this is it. Well, please let me know. If this ain't love, you better let me go. Ronaldo or Messi? Ronaldinho. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Yeah, dude. I root for La Estrella, Uruguay. Isn't that what they're called? La Estrella?
no, that's a star. They're like,
It was La
Blue.
Azul,
yeah.
something. I root Uruguay. Okay. I had to pick a team because you motherfuckers kept asking me about soccer. Well, I done picked a team.
La Celeste.
La Celeste. I was close. It was not La Estrella. It's La Celeste.
Sky blue.
Sky blue, baby. Greetings from Serbia. Greetings, Serbia. Greetings from California. Right back at your ass. I hope you're okay over there in Serbia. Tell me that you're leaving. Girl, don't lie. Tell me nothing's wrong. We should go straight sideways and vote in a small Vietnamese man as president. Okay. Is there a small Vietnamese man running? Like, I really don't care. I don't care what shape or size or color or creed the person is. We need a president, though. We need somebody that ain't dribble drooling their way through the fucking presidency, because we saw what happens with that last night. We about to drop the strap to Trump again, because nobody thought it could be as bad as it is. It's worse. It's worse. It's worse. It's worse than anybody ever imagined. People are fucking, their hair is on fire.
What do you think he was doing in Camp David for a week?
Prepping. I think they were trying, like, if you listened to Biden last night, you could hear the prep.
Yeah.
So there's a thing, and I'm really interested in debate prep. I was never on the debate team or whatever in school, but I've looked into debates. I've always been a debate hound when it comes time for the national level debates and stuff, because there's a lot of tactics and a lot of strategery that goes into, to quote George W. Bush, strategery that goes into debates. And you know, there's a whole, it really is, like, debate is a rare art form because it's about making good arguments secondary. It's about looking good first, not just physically looking good. I mean, you don't have to be fucking hot to win a debate, but I'm saying, like, looking confident, looking secure in your positions, being lucid, being able to summon facts and figures and cite things off the top of your head. All of those things are such a boon in debate, right?
And it doesn't even necessarily matter if they're right.
No,
Facts that you bring
no,
up.
no, no. You're definitely going to be spinning. You're going to be pivoting. There's all kinds of debate tactics, right?
Yeah.
But there's such a thing as over prepping,
Yeah.
right?
You think that he was just swimming in too
Yep.
many things?
I think they tried to hammer home the basics to him, but I think the basics are too much. And I think they drilled him for about a week. And if you actually listen to Biden, you can hear prepared statements coming out of his mouth. You can hear
they just
things,
gave him
you can
too
hear
many.
practice, but there was too much.
They should have given
was
him
too
a
much.
few and just said, if they don't ask that, pivot to this.
It was too much, and Trump was too unpredictable.
Yeah.
Trump didn't allow him to cruise on the talking points. Trump pivoted every question. Trump went to the, like, Biden thought he had a pwn with the, you're a convicted felon, bud. And then Trump came right back, your son's a convicted felon, and you're deep in his pockets. So you need to account for that or shut up. You know, like, it was basic counter, like, play, right? And Trump did it about 20 times last night. Biden didn't successfully pivot one time. He didn't take an easy dunk on the golf thing. As soon as that fucking idiot took it to golf, Biden, it would have been the easiest dunk in the world for Biden to say, the American people don't give a fuck about golf.
But why was he so confident about all the things? Like,
Because over prep.
no, I meant like the golf. Like, why was he so together? Because they didn't prep him on golf. Why was he so together?
Because that's what he really cares about. He's an old man. He bragged about how he increased his golf handicap to 6 under the Obama presidency because he golfs so much. That was his brag.
That was so. Why he's so lucid about golf?
Because he's an old man. That's all they fucking care about. All old men care about is golf. That's it. Golf and watching cable news. That's what they do. Right? It's a funny rich guy insult. Yeah, it's a completely out of touch rich guy insult. And then the attempted fucking pwn of like, I'll golf with you if you carry your own bag. It's like, you couldn't carry the bag either, Grandpa. What are you talking about? You're telling me you could carry an 85-pound fucking golf bag around for the back nine of any golf course in the nation? Liar. You didn't carry your own bag when you were fucking vice president. You had a caddy like everybody else.
But remember, Biden was riding bikes.
Yeah, we haven't seen him doing that lately.
Yeah.
They don't let him on the bike no more because Biden almost killed himself a couple of times. Trump called Biden a Palestinian. I didn't catch that.
Well, that's the thing, is it doesn't matter individual moments when the sum total of it.
All Trump had to do was look like Trump. And he looked exactly like Trump. Sounded exactly like Trump. All Biden had to do was look like Joe Biden from 15 years ago. And that's not in him anymore.
Even 5 years ago.
No. He needed about 10 at least. Well, I'll meet you in the middle. 10. A decade ago, Biden is what he needed to be last night, at worst. And he didn't even come close. So it was an absolute fucking rout. Fucking Trump just fucking stumbles his way into a giant victory because the DNC is completely out of touch. And all the people that have been simping for Joe and gaslighting for Joe all these years, completely out of touch. They're scrambling today.
Well,
They don't know what to do. They don't know what to tell you to do after last night.
I like Jon Stewart's coverage because he was like, let's see what the political wonks are, like, what are they saying that they have to do? And, like, all these people are like, Biden just needs to not have a senior moment and stay upright. Like, that was the bar that they already had.
Well, the whole thing was a senior moment.
Yeah.
So, it was fucked. It was fucked.
He stood upright. Just barely.
As far as we can tell, he stood upright, yeah. But the whole thing was a senior moment. So, fail. Huge fail, too. You think it's possible that DNC might replace Biden? I think it's probable at this point that they're going to start floating some names. And I've already told people, here's my call, Hillary Rodham Clinton. She's back to drop the strap to Trump again. She's already been positioning herself. She's been all vocal lately. She's starting to get out. They've already been talking about this shit. Dude, if Biden belly flops this debate, we're going to have to replace him. Okay, who are we going to do? Hillary. It's Hillary. You're going to hear that name floated in op-eds. You're going to hear that name floated all over the news media and shit for the next couple of weeks. And if they make a move, it's going to be her. The fact that they actually argued about their golf game is comical. I know. The world is burning. These men are profiting as the world burns. And they wasted our time arguing about their golf stroke. How out of touch can you be? Yeah, I don't think Gavin Newsom is in the conversation. I think his eyes are fixed on 2028. He doesn't want to pick up the slack for Joe Biden right now. He doesn't want that stain on him, and if he dropped the strap to Trump, his political career is over. So he's looking down the road when Trump's a non-factor at 2028, and you'll see Gavin Newsom be a big name then, but not till then. He's not going to take it. Bernie's too old, and the DNC would never tap Bernie. Kamala is completely fucking gone. She's a non-starter, so it's going to be fucking Hillary Clinton. Michelle Obama is in the same boat as Gavin Newsom. She has designs. I believe it. But she does not want to dribble and drool her way and pick up Biden's doo-doo off the ground. Nobody wants that. Except Hillary. Hillary wants that bad. Hillary's ready to scoop the poop fucking 6 months ago. That's why she joined the campaign, so she could get in close, position herself. It's going to be her. Barack can't run again. He's term limited out. 2 and done. They can't have Barack. They could have Michelle, but she's not stupid. She's not going to expose herself to losing to Trump because fucking Biden's dribbling has ruined their chances this year. Neither is Gavin Newsom. You're going to hear those names in 2028 if you hear them at all. Drake or Kendrick? I got to go with Kendrick. Because he's a Cali boy. Drake's a Canuck. So I got to go with Kendrick on that one for sure. Delaniacs roll out. I'll never vote for her, and I'm a Dem. Yeah, well, join the club. They're about to trot her out. No, Hillary will not win this time. Hillary is going to lose to Trump again. Nobody likes her. Nobody wants her. Nobody asked for her. She's not an upgrade. But the DNC is in Hail Mary mode. They've really got no choice. They can't make an excuse that that debate was good. Nobody's going to buy that. He caught in 4K being an old man. So, you know. Trans. Did you want to say rights at the end of that? Trans rights. Trans rights. Trans rights. Trans rights. How about trans rights or human rights? Is that what you were typing? I hope so. For your sake. Wait, is Hillary actually about to run? Yep. That's my call. That's my call. Jacob DeLunas, thank you so much for the Band-Aid. Now get the fuck out. Any dumb fuck in here, like, ending their shit, like, it really, like, here's a new rule. It should be really suspect if your shit ends with the crying raffle mal emoji. Anybody that has to use that as a period is too dumb to be in here. Anybody that has to try and make something funny by putting a crying raffle mal at the end of it, I want extra scrutiny on that going forward. Hey, if they're just laughing, that's cool. If they're trying to force some stupid fucking meme or something, it's Jover. It's Jover. You're competing with a streamer doing scratch cards with 500 viewers. Fuck. Should I get some scratchers? Should I go buy like $100 worth of scratchers for the next one of these and try that shit? That's retarded. I've watched the scratch card dude before. Oof. Yeah, that's some shit tier content, but whatever, man. Whatever, you know, floats your boat. You look handsome today. Thanks, Graham. Thanks, Meemaw. I appreciate it. Who do you think Trump's gonna pick for his VP? Little Marco Rubio. I think it's going to be Little Marco. Yeah, I agree. I think Hillary will be the next candidate. Yeah, she will be. Probably. I don't know. Either that or they're going to march Biden into his fucking doom. Because Trump's about to bounce off of that fucking shitty debate performance on both sides. Like Trump got to be shitty just as a result of Biden being so shitty, you know? So Biden basically walked with an easy walk-off victory. And, you know, Biden TKO'd himself. Pretty ugly. I'm so happy 'cause today I found my friends in my head. I'm so ugly, that's okay, 'cause so are you. We broke our mirrors Sunday morning, every day for all I care. I'm not scared, light my candles in a day since I found God. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. People are saying the rules are unfair to Trump, but once I heard there was going to be no consulting with assistants, I knew Biden was cooked, cooked, cooked. Dude, that song fucking like got banned. Like they stopped letting us play our own music at fucking pep rallies and shit in high school because the kids chose to play that song, and the whole fucking like the whole like little auditorium thing we were in was moshing and shit. So they were like, okay, no more music. Tell me I'm the only one. Tell me there's no other one. Jesus was an only son for you. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Spite on my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. Spite on my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Someone would say, what is lost, never be saved. Spite on my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. Too heavy. The Smashing Pumpkins had some good ass songs, bro. Time is never time enough. You can never ever leave without taking a piece of you. And our lives are forever changed. You will never be the same. The more you change, the less you feel. Believe in me. Believe. Though your lives are changed, you're not stuck in vain. The indescribable is describable tonight. Tonight. So bright. Or how about what's their other big one? I've got Tonight on the brain. It's 1979. jump back 1979. Cool kids never had the time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, their cover of Landslide, dude. Billy Corgan's voice is pretty dope. I used to do a Billy Corgan impression back in the day for funsies. I don't know if it's any good anymore, but yeah, dude. How's it go? Close my eyes, turn it down. Pick myself up and I turn around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills. A landslide bore me down. Today is the greatest day I've ever known. Can't live for tomorrow. Tomorrow's just too long. I poke my eyes out before I give out. God, that's a good song. Yeah, what's the name of the song? What do you mean? It's Today is the name of the song. There's a song on that album I've always loved. I was a kid, but it was never a single. We Only Come Out at Night. Yeah, that's a deep cut on that album. It's a cover as well. Can't remember of who. Is it Joy Division? Paul, that was a song from your pep rallies, Rat in a Cage. Oh, that's called Bullet with Butterfly Wings. Yeah, the name of the actual song. That's a Smashing Pumpkins. Bullet with Butterfly Wings is the name of that song. Oh, dude, we're forgetting my personal favorite rock song is on Siamese Dream. You guys heard Zero? That was like 92. And it's the most grunge fucking song, dude. Have you heard that song? Intoxicated by the sadness, I'm in love with my gladness. Stupid fakers, your tragic kingdoms. Something in a face of glass. Dun, 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 dun. You played yourself. She's the one for me. She's all I really need. Oh, yeah. She's the one for me. She's the one that I'm lonely. It's a tough song right there. And there's Cherub Rock, too. How did Cherub Rock go? What was the hook to Cherub Rock? That one was popular, too. I think that was off of Siamese Dream. I think any artist can pull off a successful genre switch. I think it's Post Malone, faux show. I think Post Malone could do whatever he wants musically. You played hate yourself. Oh yeah. Who wants that honey? Do 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 do. Let me out. Yeah. Let me out. Yeah. Let me out. You support the LGBTQ community? Yes, I do. I'm a member. I'm the B in that community. I'm a proud and vocal supporter of the LGBTQ community and trans rights. Say it loud and say it proud. What time period was Rob Zombie big in? He was really big in like 95, 6, 7, 8. Dragula. I mean, starting with More Human Than Human with White Zombie and running through the like Dragula era and stuff. He was super popular for a long time, bro. 5 or 6 years of pretty dominant showing in the 90s. No, Cherub Rock is, yeah, it's grunge as fuck. She's the one when I'm lonely. Thunder Kiss. Only he could have pulled that off, you know. 1965, yeah. Wow. 9 Inch Nails is my jam, bro. I'm drunk, but right now I'm so in love with you. And I don't wanna think too much about what we should or shouldn't do. Hang my head on heaven and this. I can't sing that high, unfortunately, right now. Smoke too much weed. Hang my head on heaven, the sun and the moon and the stars, while the devil fuck me in the back of his car. Nothing quite like the feel of something new. Maybe I'm all messed up. Thoughts on Wayne? The wash is out, it's hanging up, and all I have is nothing. Nothing to do, nothing to say. I think I must be drifting. The sun comes up and I'm all washed out. Is this what Diener was talking about? I don't think I will ever return again, my friend. Yeah, dude, I was a Deftones fan. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, vanity, my vial's empty. So are you. Take a letter by divine this, 'cause I love her. She didn't go by the book. I don't mind. I'm just looking to 6 feet out there. Coming back home. Coming back around the fur. Oh man, that song, dude. Around the Fur is still my jam, bro. You know who else was my jam for a hot minute? Oh, fuck. Always remember their album name, but never their fucking band name, bro. And I can't even remember their song. So maybe they weren't my jam. Dude, what was the band? They had LD50 was the name of their album. They had a fucking stupid name, and they painted their faces up. I saw them live, too. And I'm fucking brain farting their name, bro. LD50 was the name of the album. Mudvayne, thank you. What was the name of that fucking song on that? What was the name of their song? How did it go? Because it's not in my head right now. That big fucking drop off of LD50. Oh, yeah. Dig, bury me underneath everything that I am. Slowly changing, dig, bury me underneath everything that I was. Rearranging. I took it down, babe. I'm getting my fucking whatever. New metal shit. New metal shit. Well, that first album was pretty dope, but Mudvayne fell off pretty quick after that. I got to see them on that first album, though. Yeah, their bassist was dope. And they were dope live as fuck. They played a great show, so... Hoobastank, bro. We don't talk about Hoobastank in here, bro. Hoobastank, we pretend that didn't happen, dude. That my headcanon has Hoobastank was a fucking dream of mine, bro. I don't even like seeing that, bro. Alice in Chains. I was an Alice in Chains hater. I'm not gonna front and act like I was always an Alice in Chains fan. I've softened on them in my old age, but in the 90s I was a hater, bro. That Rooster song, bro. I couldn't hang. Ain't found a way to kill me yet. My eyes burn with stinging sweat. It seems every path leads me to nowhere. Yeah, they come to snuff the rooster. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here comes the rooster. Yeah. You know he ain't gonna die. STP. Yeah, I like Stone Temple Pilots a lot. That album Core, that first album of STP dropped was like a vibe, man. It was something totally different, bro. And I think that that lead singer, I can't remember his name, Scott Weiland. I think he's got a really unique voice, man. It's a shame that like heroin ate him alive. Oh no, Beck is great, of course. In the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. Butane in my veins and a stopping with a junkie with the plastic act ball. Spray paint the vegetables, dog food balls with the beefcake pantyhose. Kill the headlights, put it in neutral. Something, something, something with the loser in the cruise control. Yeah, dude. Soy un petador. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Soy un petador. Yeah, the only good Scientologist, for real. You know what? You know what? That's not true. I like Travolta still, dude. I think Travolta's still pretty fucking fun. He hasn't been a good actor for a while, but I still think he's pretty fun. And you know what, dude? I'm gonna say it, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise still does that action shit, dude. That motherfucker, did you see him drive the fucking motorcycle off a cliff? In that last movie? So there's a couple of good Scientologists, bro. But Beck's one of them, alright? Cut your hair? No thank you. Thanks for the advice, though. Are you bald by any chance? Undelete him. Undelete him, Ruby. Please undelete him. I want to know if he's bald. You're from Bangladesh. Hello, Bangladesh. I found a Bangladeshi restaurant near me that I think I'm going to try out. To let you know, Akash. I am really, really interested in your area of the world. I would love to travel in Pakistan, Bangladesh, India. I would love to travel that area of the world. I've seen nothing but love in those areas of the world, and it looks beautiful, and the food is beautiful. So it's on my fucking bucket list to visit beautiful, beautiful Bangladesh. Paul met Anna Nicole Smith and Leonard Nimoy, and now they're dead. Coincidence? I think not. True, dude. That is fucking true. I did meet both of those people, and they are both dead. No, Beck is a crazy Scientology. He was actually born into Scientology. His parents are Scientologists. His parents are famous, too. Can't remember for what. I think his dad's a movie producer or a music mogul or something. But his parents are big-time Scientologists, and so is he. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Voices of evil in a bozo nightmare. One's got a weasel and the other's got a flag. One's got a chicken and the other's got a stag with the something, yo, and the cocaine nose job. Full time as a workday slob. You can't fight if you can't relate. Give your mind and your body and yourself to the hate. And my time is a piece of wax falling on a termite who's choking on the splinter. Soy un perdedor. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? I used to roll my eyes at white people back in the 90s when that song was hot. Because they would say, slide open the door. And I'd be like, you white motherfuckers. He's saying soy un perdedor, which is I'm a loser in Spanish, you fucking white people. Rivers Cuomo's parents were into weird religion too. Oh yeah, yeah. Rivers Cuomo, yeah, and I think River Phoenix's parents, like Joaquin Phoenix's. I don't think they're Scientologists, but I think they were into some wacky shit too. Paul's Gollum is absolutely hilarious and spot on. Most people can do a half-ass decent impression. Yeah.
Nobody likes you. You don't have any friends. Stupid fat little hobbits, they stole it from us, they did. Our precious!
Who does it better than that other than Andy Serkis? He could blow me out of the water.
Nobody likes you. It's not true. We're not listening, precious. You don't have any friends.
Well, it's you use the same Gurgi trick.
Naughty little fly, why does it cry? Caught in a web, Soon he'll be eaten.
Will Gurgi be in the Tajantlet? I think it has to be. I think we got to go find that. That's a good point. I think we got to find the Gurgi meltdown day where TJ wrecked the car. That should be pretty easy to find, but if somebody could send me a link to that DP episode, I sure would appreciate it. Send it on Discord or Reddit DMs or Twitter if you want. I'll check. Because I don't know how to track that shit down. I know it's still up, though. Well, that's what I'm going to do today in the Tajantlet if I can find that, because I didn't think of Gurgi. But I know it's out there. It's a fucking show that DP did. They have it out there. I just don't remember which show.
What's taters? What's taters, eh? What's taters, precious?
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Yeah. Now give us a nice, juicy fish and give it to us raw and wriggling.
I do a pretty good that. I do a pretty good, like, I do a really passable Hannibal Lecter. People sleep on my Hannibal, dude. People sleep on my Hannibal. I just got to think of a scene to do. But my Hannibal Lecter is dead on fucking balls, bro.
Getting a little hungry. You want me to start your eggs?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to end this here in 10, 15 minutes anyway, so. That's awesome. Thank you, baby. 2 fried eggs and a piece of toast. Breakfast of the champs. Don't test me, Clarice. A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. How about this? This is my best one. You use Evian skin cream, and sometimes you wear L'air de Temps, but not today. Right? You know what I see when I look at you, Clarice, with your good bag and your cheap shoes? You look like a rube, a well-scrubbed, hustling rube. You're not too far from... What does he say? He's like, a well-scrubbed, hustling rube. I can't remember it. You know what I see when I look at you, Clarice, with your good bag and your cheap shoes? I see a rube. Oh, yeah. Oh, tell me the truth. Was your father a coal miner? Did he stink of the lamb? You remember it, don't you, Clarice? All those tedious, sticky fumblings in the back seats of cars while you dreamed about anything getting out, getting away, getting all the way to the FBI. That is the Duomo, as seen from the Belvedere. Memories are what I have here instead of a view. Is she a great big fat person? She's a big girl, yes. Oh. It rubs the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's told. Please, mister, let me out. It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. It puts the lotion in the basket. Please, mister. It puts the lotion in the basket. Please, mister, let me out, please. Put the fucking lotion in the basket. Wild Buffalo Bill, now Wild Bill. Let me know when the lambs stop screaming, Clarice. I won't seek you out. The world is much more interesting with you in it. My dad compared Buffalo Bill to trans people. Yeah. Well, look, that movie is a masterpiece, but it is a product of its time. And it was, there's a lot of misunderstanding about trans folks in that. If you actually listen to what he says Billy is not simply transsexual. His pathology is 1,000 times more savage and terrifying. So, if you really listen to what is said in the movie, his transsexuality is never in course, right? Benjamin Raspel, I tucked his head away merely as I found it. He was a garden variety transsexual. Benjamin Raspel was the trans victim in the movie. And it's actually his murder, unsolved as it is, his head being found by Clarice, that ties together Buffalo Bill and what ends up leading to him being caught. And so if you listen to the movie properly, even though it was made at a time where trans people representation in films was negative, it's not as bad as people paint it out to be. Billy is trying to be a transsexual. He's tried to be a lot of things, I assume. His pathology is change. From egg to what is it? From egg to caterpillar, caterpillar to pupa, chrysalis, pupa to chrysalis, chrysalis to butterfly, right? Quid pro quo, Clarice. Yeah, cruel treatment, being pushed to the margins, and he preyed on a trans person. He killed Benjamin Raspel, who was a trans woman. We don't know what her non-dead name was. But Benjamin Raspel's head is found in a jar by Clarice Starling, and it ties Buffalo Bill to the trans community in that way. Benjamin Raspel is a victim of Buffalo Bill's and is killed because of his androgyny. So actually a more sadly true representation of trans people at that time than people give it credit for. Trans people were often victims of hate crime and sexual frustration crime. I'm going to do my stretches. I'll be back in a second. buddy. Oh, my whole day is now recentered. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah. The skin suit. How are those dabs? I took a fat dab off of the universe. I stood with my face towards the sun and I did yoga. It's like Trump is also having a rally today. Of course he is. He's going to follow up on this for months. The Dems just handed him a huge dub. Huge dub. You look like Mr. Gibbs from Pirates of the Caribbean. Sure. Whatever you say, bud. I don't know what about me makes me look like a salty seaman or a sailor. But I would tell you tales that would make your blood turn icy cold like Davy Jones's locker. If you'd seen but a fraction of what I've seen in my lifetime on the waves, laddie, you'd never turn your face again to the ocean. Thoughts on the meaning of life, bro? You throwing a deep-ass question at me at the end of a fucking long-ass stream, bud. I don't know that I can help you with that. Biden is staying in. Of course he is. He's gonna walk right into another one of these. Trump's gonna serve him up another big fat mouthful of dick. Bro, you is it you look like you're 26, bro? That's such a tough sentence for me, dude. That's a rough sentence for me, dog. You have to clean that up. What are you even saying, dog? Man, that's a tragedy of a sentence right there. You're gonna have to use some fucking punctuation or something, my G. I'm not even trying to be a dick about it, bro, but I don't know what you're asking. Are you saying I look like I'm 26? Is that what you're trying to get out? Be excellent to each other and party on. Yes. I don't look like I'm 26, bro. I don't know what you're seeing, bro. You want an extreme close-up on what 26 is supposed to look like? There's a lot of gray going on there for 26, my G. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I look like I am, dude. I'm 40-something. Bro, I'm 44. Autocorrect got you? Yeah, it's a bitch. I understand. I'm not trying to be a fucking dick about it. But that was a tragedy, bro. That was a tragic sentence. No, leave Lil Bro alone. Leave Lil Bro alone. He was just asking a question, bro. Oh, they done? You bet your fucking sweet ass. I'm gonna finish this up, baby. I'll be right in. Yeah, dude. I got eggs and toast waiting for me in there, so you guys are on a fucking clock. This is it right here. Say your piece. Because I got eggs. I got breakfast to eat. Anybody finds that DP episode where TJ has a meltdown about Gurgi, please send that fucking shit to me. I'm gonna look, but please send it to me. Twitter DMs are open. Fucking the Reddit shit. You can send it to me on Reddit. Send it to me. I'm at Paul's Ego on fucking Discord. Hit me up. Other than that, though, I think we're gonna have a good day today. We're gonna have a good fucking TJ roast today. A little retrospective on his long and vaunted career as the amazing atheist, and that's gonna be fun. So I'll see you guys there in a couple hours. Till then, peace, right? Get out of here.